This is a How Is He podcast with Podge and Popa, proudly sponsored by Amplify. Power up your podcast. Let's kick it off.
Welcome back to the How Is He podcast. Joined as always by my co-host Paul Popa, right here at Amplify Studios in the heart of Carlow Town. Anyway, this episode is sponsored by Carroll Estimating, the go-to team for contractors, subcontractors, suppliers and manufacturers who want accurate and competitive project pricing. Visit carrollestimating.ie or find them on your favourite social platforms. It's more sombre voice tonight, Paul.
Well, yeah,
I've
I've
been practicing.
I'm not impressed, but go ahead.
All right, thanks very much. Anyway, what a guest we have this week. Very special guest with us today, Vanessa Ogbonna, one of the faithfuls who won the very first season of the Traitors Ireland alongside it's Kelley Higgins, right? Mm-hmm. So it was spelled weird though, right? Kelley Higgins.
From the north.
Oh wow. Kelley Higgins, Oyin, Adeyemi. Vanessa outwitted the Traitors, survived the drama and walked away with her share of the prize pot. But that's only one part of this woman. She's much more than that, than a reality show winner. She's a content creator, community voice, presenter of RTE's new show United FC, and someone who's been deeply shaped by her journey and spent time in direct provision after arriving in Ireland as a child. And she's spoken candidly about her community in Tramore helped her to grow to the person she is today. Do you know what's really annoying me? This setup. I just don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, sorry, Vanessa.
That's your little
mind.
today.
On today's episode, we'll dive into her Traitors experience, but also into her life beyond the castle, her roots in Waterford, the role of football in her upbringing, and how she's using this win as a platform to share her story and uplift others.
Brilliant.
Vanessa, we eventually got there.
You're welcome,
class.
Vanessa.
I sound class.
Yeah. And we'll finish there. That's this week's episode. Thanks for sending the intro. Welcome. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Really appreciate your time.
Here.
Busy woman?
Yes, very busy, but good busy. It's a nice busy.
Good.
What's the difference between good busy and bad busy?
I'm doing stuff that I like doing.
Okay.
You know, I don't feel like it's a trek to do stuff.
Not a burden to go and do it.
Guys, I'm getting to talk. I'm going to like random events. Like, do you know what I mean?
You're a good talker.
Love it, yeah.
I hope so.
I love it, yeah.
Well, you're in the wrong place if you're not.
I don't know if I'm good at talking, but I just do it. Like,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
No, today I was actually talking to somebody and actually got really happy, but just talking, like, I don't know what it is.
You're just happy talking.
Yeah, it's class.
Podge like that, right?
Especially when you're talking to people that can talk back. Do you know?
Is it the topic though? Does the
I
topic
don't know.
make you
No,
happy?
I'll just talk about whatever.
Like, I feel like if someone was talking about serial killers, if you walked away happy, you're kind of like, whoa.
Oh yeah, no. It was.
Do you know?
Marlon Manson.
No, like
Yeah.
I bumped into somebody on Grafton Street and like they had great energy. I had, you know, when you're just like you're bouncing off each other,
Yeah.
you're not carrying like it's just you just feel just happy.
Like inventing ice cream flavours and things like that.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
just
know
like a
about
buzz.
that, but I wouldn't be at that. But yeah, it was just a good
okay.
chat.
Yeah.
Like maybe it was the company actually.
That's brilliant the way that a vibe can just send you off with a smile.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
yeah. People are class, and then they're not. But most of the time they're class.
But I think some people understand vibes and conversations more than others.
Cues and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, on that cue, we have a few questions for you.
Deep stuff already.
Yeah. Listen, we say this every week, Pop, don't we? The best question we ask is just not on paper.
It's
It's just
something you'll say and we just.
We've already had the podcast off.
We
air
did.
as well.
Yeah, we got me. Listen, we brought you in. We gave you the top treatment. We're just hoping you promote us now and get,
no
guests at
problem.
your level on. Anyway, talk to me about the presenting role with United FC. How did it come about?
So I didn't know this, but like I think sometimes when people are doing like docu-series and stuff, you have to like write to commission the man, is it, or about it?
Oh, yeah,
And just-
yeah.
So like they'd approached me and just been like, oh, obviously you played football in the League of Ireland and stuff. Like, this is what we plan on doing. Do you mind like writing a letter to be like, oh, I support this, whatever, just to show that there's interest in it? And I was like, yeah, of course. And when I thought about it then, I was like, actually, do you know what? I actually do care about this. Do you know what I mean? So like, I think I wrote a very like in-depth letter and just kind of shared my experiences and why I think if there was...
They weren't expecting that letter, sir.
I think,
Of
I
that
don't
depth.
think that they expected me to like go into so much effort for it. But like, I think I'm really for people sharing their stories regardless of what it is kind of thing. And then they just reached out to me and they were like, oh, this is what we're going to do. It's been approved. Like, we don't know what role you'll play, but like you'll play some role. And I was like, yeah, look, whatever it is, like I don't mind being involved in. I've wanted to do something in TV for a minute. So I was just like, even if I'm not on screen, I don't mind being part of it to understand that world. And then literally, I think maybe the week I came back from Traitors, or even while I was in the castle, I'd gotten messages from them. Obviously, I don't have my phone. So it was like, I think a couple of days after I came back and I met with the director and she was like, hey, like, we're looking to have you as part of it, whatever. Like, what? She just sat me down, asked me about myself and all. And I just told her. And then a couple of days later, she was like, yeah, we would love for you to like be a presenter on it or be a coach on it. And I just thought that would be more strictly football kind of thing, like not really connecting with the kids. I just come do a training session and go. But then it just ended up being a lot more than that. So yeah, very grateful for that.
But when you start, forget about the television thing,
Mm-hmm.
when you start coaching, like there's a natural connection you're going to build anyway. Did you understand that?
I didn't understand that that's what I was going to get out of it. But I don't think some people coach.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm that person. I think I'm more of like a player manager, mentor kind of thing. I'd probably in my heyday would have been like Thierry Henry. Just
wow.
Just
like Thierry. But statues outside stadiums and all.
Thierry like coaching wise, like he's a horrible coach. Do you know what I mean?
Is he?
Yeah, I don't think he's a great coach. I think he just expects people to do what he could do. Do you know what I mean? And I think that I would have just been like
Is he arrogant?
Yeah, he is very, but he's great.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Sometimes when you're great, you can.
There's arrogance and
footballers
greatness.
are bad managers, aren't they?
Exactly, and that's the thing. It's like I think there's an ego
Podge
involved.
is a really good manager, aren't he?
So it was like, I think that's where I was coming from. That I was like, I don't know if I'd have the patience to be like explain things. I just want things done. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't think I'd be a good coach. But then in doing it, and it just taught me a lot about myself and having to like check yourself, you know, and like you said, you start to form a connection, especially they're young, like, you know, and it's only a bit of crack, so not kicking bottles or anything anytime soon.
What's the process of getting the kids in then? Like, is there a selection process?
Yeah, I wasn't part of that, but there was an extensive process. So like they had a couple of days where they would just have kids like playing games and stuff, and I think it's just a casting. So it's like basically because it is casting. So I think it's like yes, the football, but more their story and them as characters. Whereas like same thing with grown-ups, like it's like we're probably grand and then you put a camera in front of us and we like shrink back kind of thing. So they had to make sure like these kids would like perform when it came down to it, you know. So it is a casting more than anything.
There's a lot in it, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like in that side of it.
Yeah.
Because even though you obviously know what your target and goal is and what you want to do with the group, like you said, there's so many factors. You don't know how they're going to fit in. You don't know how they're going to get on during the journey and process. Talk to me about the end goal for that group then.
The end goal from a football point of view is that 15 random kids, boys and girls, mixed team becomes a team. We play a bit and hopefully they win. Do you know what I mean? So that's the end goal for it. But I think the real end goal is really just kind of like opening their minds to like a world outside their own. So like all the kids are from different backgrounds. So it's being able to see how other people live and have deeper conversations that you probably normally wouldn't have because you're probably with people that are like
it's good for the kids though, right?
Yeah, it is. And even their parents as well, because it's like from like in general as humans, you're stuck with the people who are closest to you and they're most likely very much like you. You know, so it's nice to kind of have a different like access to people with different upbringings, people from different side of the world and all that. And you can see that naturally happen. They're like, where are you from? What do you do today? And they're like, oh, what is that? And they start teaching each other about like some of like their parents' home countries or their home countries or like, do you know what I mean? Different things that they do in their house, you know? So it's just a natural kind of blending of sorts, you know?
It's blending of culture, right?
Yeah, it is. And kids do it a lot easier, I think, than adults do because we have like preconceived notions
110%.
where they don't know anything. Like
It's very natural, isn't
they're
it?
curious. Like, do you know what I mean? Like they're very curious. They don't care that you're different. Do you know what I mean? Like they just want to know why, and they don't even know anything about change. But I think as adults, we ask questions. You don't really want to change the way that you are.
Yeah, but see, a lot of it with kids as well is no responsibilities, right?
Exactly.
And all kids want to do, in my opinion, is make friends.
Yeah, and
get
that's
on
it.
with everyone.
Yeah.
So they don't care where you're from.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? What you are. But as adults, because they pay bills and because they see
politics
It's
involved.
a different view altogether, isn't it?
Yeah. Sometimes from
An unfair view, if you ask me.
I find it funny because sometimes when I think about these things, I try and relate myself back to being a child. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of being such a critical adult. Do you know?
Yeah. I mean, some of the criticism saves you from other issues, but it's kind of choosing when and where.
Yeah.
To kind of but it's hard. We're all kind of hardwired a certain way as well, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Season 2 of United FC.
Episode 2.
No, will there be a season 2?
Oh, hopefully. There's actually been a really good kind of feedback from it, you know. And I think it's one of those things. Have you ever watched like a kids movie as an adult and you're like, wow, this is actually like
I watch the Mighty Ducks 4 times a year.
And you're like, this is that's me with Lion King. And you're you're watching it and you're like, it is a kids movie, but it's like it's actually quite profound.
Yeah.
You know. So I think
in it.
so I think the adults will get the messaging from it, the kids will get the crack out of it. You know, and I think that's why it's actually been very well received so far, you know.
Good.
Yeah, I'm very willing to coach on season 2 for free. Out to RTE. On football, you had let's say a pretty decent football career. I don't think is really spoke about enough. Talk to me about your soccer journey.
Yeah, actually it's so funny because I saw a post, I forget what platform made it, and they were like, oh, before Traitors, like I don't think I'd won at the time. Well, it was like before Traitors contested Vanessa, she was like an established football career, and then I think somebody in the comments was like established, and I was like, is it established? I said today like there's a lot of potential unanswered, I think, in my career, that I felt anyway. So obviously starting off playing in Tramore at the time, very established kind of like schoolgirls.
Massive club.
At the time, yeah, in the southeast, I think people understand more than kind of up in Dublin and all. But we were playing in the Wexford Schoolgirls District at the time. There wasn't really an established Waterford league at the time, and we were winning in there. We were causing so much problems and drama in Wexford, which is great crack. Grew up like I never had that. Oh, I played with boys story. Like I probably had 2 or 3 age groups above me, and then in some age groups you had an A and B team. It's very unheard of a girls team kind of in the early 2000s. So very, very lucky to have stepped in there and with committed coaches as well. So from there it was kind of, what's the word? Gainer Cup.
Play Gainer?
Yeah, play Gainer Cup. What's the one before? Emerging Talents, Gainer Cup. Schoolgirls game or school regional games and all of that stuff. So just rising up the ranks with Tramore and just through different age groups.
Let's focus on Tramore because the ones I remember, there's a long time since I've been down there, but
just down the road.
The one standout thing walking Tramore clubhouse, you go up the stairs, right in saying that, you go up the stairs and on the wall they have all the pictures of internationals.
Yeah.
Do it right. Never in it. No.
Like that's such a standout to me. Like like it's almost telling you how prestigious the club is.
Yeah. I think it was ages ago now. I know that we won like Club of the Year or something, the FAI. I think it's like 2011. It's a while ago now. But I think Tramore AFC is a massive community. Yeah. And you can see that from the effort that people go. Even the grounds. It's one like I loved playing at home. You know, like it was one of those things where we were very privileged to have the kind of facilities that we did.
Grass pitch or Astro?
Both now, but main pitch is grass. So it's like when you're going to like other clubs, you know what you're getting when you're playing a pitch that's not really great. You know the type of football that you're going to get. So once you take the kind of facilities out of it, you're allowed to play good football, whereas you're not thinking, second half we're going up the hill kind of thing, you know.
2-goal lead.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like it's nice that way. So I think little things like that, you don't really understand how much that actually plays into things, because you're not thinking of kind of those facilities. You're just being able to be a player. And I think that really helps.
At entry level, going to a club, like you don't understand what facilities are, and you're walking into a club like Tramore, and it's like,
wow,
top of the pops. But it's
quite intimidating as well sometimes.
But it's normal for you.
Yeah, exactly.
So it doesn't matter where you go, and I think that's why they have so many internationals.
Yeah,
because of the standards that are set.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And then obviously now with Waterford FC, they changed that name a lot.
They changed their crest today.
So it's like
I don't know.
Just politics and stuff. So it's nice as well having that connection. So even the boys anyway, there's a lot of players that would have gone from Tramore into Waterford FC. Like with the girls, not so much because that only just became a thing the last 2 years. But a lot of the girls from Tramore ended up going to Wexford Youths. So that was kind of the trajectory there for us.
You followed that route yourself. Was that before or after the States for you?
After the States, but it was always meant to be on the card. So when I was, I think 14, under 15s, I'd gotten through like the Emerging Talents Gainer Cup, got picked for Ireland, but then figured out that I couldn't play for Ireland because I was a resident and not a citizen at the time. So it was at the time where the Women's League, I think the oldest age you could be going in was like 17 or something. So myself and Aisling Frawley were meant to sign for Wexford, but we would have been training for like a year. So because I was just disheartened, I didn't sign when Aisling signed. And I just stayed with Tramore because I was like, why am I going all the way to Wexford training 2-3 nights a week and I can't play? Do you know what I mean? So that was kind of my side of things. And I just stayed with Tramore then.
What age are you when you get the chance to get into the national setup and the setback?
That was, I think, 13 or 14. So very young.
So give me your mind then, Vanessa.
Oh, just total crash out. Like there was just no, I think there's a lot of things that I was the first in the room to experience. So with that, it's a thing where it wasn't an issue because nobody thought of it. So I bet you that didn't happen again. Do you know what I mean? It was just like and I guess this goes to kind of my story of belonging. Like I never felt different and nobody ever, and I think in that situation, it was a problem because I was different and somebody should have treated me as different. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I was just accepted in most setups because either I was good at football or it just worked out, you know? So in that setup, it was like, I was like African born at the time with like non-citizens. So somebody should have asked questions at that time, but it wasn't a question that had been asked before.
Is that your mindset at 14?
That's my mindset, yeah, from a young age. Like it's like, because I remember there was a little bit of uproar about it. I can't remember fully, but there's a little bit of uproar about it. And for me, I didn't see it in a discriminatory way. Do you know what I mean? I think people were like, "Oh, why isn't she not?" Like, I just thought it was very like,
why is the process correct?
I don't even know if it's a process thing. I just think I'm not a citizen of the country. I can't play for the country. Do you know what I mean?
I can't fathom that, Vanessa.
Whereas like I think in other countries there's like ways that like football and all can help and like expedite things. But like, because I remember like I actually found a letter through this Traitors and United FC process. I'm having to force kind of go back to kind of understand things. And like we saw, like Peter Jacob, my coach and like family friend now, he sent me a picture of a letter that he sent to someone in government and he was trying to like explain that like I'm en route to kind of play for Ireland, like can somebody like speed it up kind of thing. And obviously that was declined, but yeah, as a child, like I didn't know any different. Do you know what I mean? Like that's my reality, like that's what I'm going through, and it's just unfortunate. But I'm more mad about the fact that like I'm very like logical in the sense that like I just want to be told that I'm not good enough. I don't care about all these other things. So for me, that's where the downfall starts, because if you tell me that I'm not making this team because I don't have a good touch or I'm not a good defender or this and that, we can have a conversation.
Yeah, we can work on it.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Where it's like with this, there's nothing for me to do. And that's why I don't sign with Wexford at the time. I end up starting to go out with my friends and partying a lot more and doing all the, because I'm like, sure, if I can't do that, what's the point? Like, you know?
If you can't reach Everest, right? If you can't reach your pinnacle, because it's what you want.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to play at the highest level, especially in an emerging talent program, you're playing games.
And it was the only thing left as well at that time, you know?
But that ruins your application to the game.
Certainly your attitude anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%. It just kind of like, I just didn't really, I remember going home because it was during Easter, and so I think the underage stuff is usually during Easter. And I remember going back to school and had all the girls on Snapchat and like Ashling Frawley, Rebecca Carroll, Rossi, like they're all like having the crack and all, and I'm like in home ec class. And I remember just feeling so disheartened, like I just wouldn't open my phone.
Angry? Frustrated, maybe.
I didn't know who to be angry at, I'd say. Looking back at it now, I just was upset. Do you know, because it's like for me, there was no, at that stage, everybody wanted me to be part of it. I just couldn't. Do you know what I mean? So it's like even a couple of years after Gaynor Cup for next years, I remember seeing Harry Kenny. I think he was the girls' coach at the time. I don't know if you know him.
I know.
And he was like, he would come up to me and he's like, "Oh, Vanessa, like, what's up?" And I'm like,
Harry was over Bray, was he?
He was.
Yeah, wasn't he?
Oh, I think he was. Yeah.
And I was like, sure, nothing's changed, you know. So it's hard to be angry when the people involved want you as part of it.
That's frustrating though, when you're clearly your ability is there to get to play international, and you're like, it's just
no, it did ruin things for me, because I think I didn't have the support system to understand that like that's not the end. That like it's someday.
How long were you in Ireland at the time? How long you like? What age did you come
I was
over
like
Ireland?
I was 6, so it was probably like 7-8 years. I think we probably got moved out of direct provision maybe like the year after, maybe like 2 years after, and then I got my citizenship at 17, I think. So it's still a long way off. So it's like
at that 12 stage, or 13 years getting
it's just like it's at that stage you're just, there's nothing really, I can't hope on that. Do you know what I mean? So I think that was the worst thing. Like if I had somebody in my life that was just like, look, and once again back to the system, there wasn't a path otherwise. Like I was quite young.
Nuts. Has the process changed?
Oh, completely.
And were you the advocate for the no, I mean,
No, I doubt
advocate isn't the right word, but were you the template as to say, well,
No.
look, we lost this player, so let's not make sure we don't lose
No.
any more?
I don't think like sure at that level, Blessing Kingsley was probably the next
Carlo girl, show blessing.
black girl footballer at that level, and like there's about 6 or 7 years between me and Blessing. So obviously not to say that there wasn't other like black girls playing in Ireland, but we would have been at the top of
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
it's like I don't think that there was that demand to change it, you know. So I wouldn't have said that. I don't think that did anything for anybody. I think it was just an incident.
But it is,
you know?
it is in a better place now, obviously, right?
I would assume so, but I think it's just the same. It's just like it's just the same way you can't go to England and then play for England without having kind of the grandfather rule or whatever.
The granny rule.
You know,
Yeah.
I think it's just a process that's in there, and it is fair because it's like you can't represent a country that you're not essentially part of. But that's football side of it. I think the political aspect is completely different conversation.
But I
do you know what
only
mean?
think of that, Vanessa. That's a 14-year-old girl trying to decipher that.
That's
Like
tough.
that's horror.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm just like traumatized that I've just thrown it to the back of me. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Let's not speak about that Podge
Yeah,
anymore.
no,
Yeah.
you're good. Don't worry, there's worse stuff coming.
So how do you turn it around? How do you get to scholarship in America? And
So honestly, by the grace of God, like, because I'm at this stage now, I kind of not really caring about football, not training as hard, just kind of like I have the ability to kind of get me over without the fitness kind of thing at the time.
Yeah.
And I was quite like I was a big and fast girl for my age, so by the time everybody caught up, I had a little bit to go.
Okay.
So I kind of stopped caring as much. Didn't continue my application to go to America because I'd started it early because some girls from Tramore had gone. So I was like, I kind of knew that that's what I wanted to do from a young age, and then stopped the application, continued with my CAO, went to Cork, signed for Cork City, and I remember we played Wexford Youth and they trashed us like 10-1.
That was Cork's first year, though, was it?
I don't know. I think it might have been second or something.
Okay, it was
But
in its infancy
it was
anyway.
it was very very early stage, like not as developed as Wexford at the time. But I remember these are girls that I've been playing with, like girls that I've trained with, played against, whatever, running rings around me, and that was kind of the moment for me. It's like I'm not gonna get better by staying in
Cork
this.
City.
Yeah. So I was just like, but then at the same time, I didn't have the facilities or the kind of resources to have a private trainer or do extra here. So I was like, okay, let me continue with that process, go to America, get better, and come back and see if I can play for the international team or something at some stage.
At some stage or level, I get that as well.
And by then the process had changed in the sense that like it's the barrier to entry into the women's league at the time had been dropped from an age point of view. I think it became a younger entry in at the time, and then there's more teams in different places. Do you know what I mean? So it wasn't just kind of a one route. Either you play for, I think a lot of the girls that play for Ireland as well were playing internationally at the time. So it was like, and that was my mindset. It's like, well, if I'm not as good at as the girls in this country, and the girls in this country anyway aren't getting picked to play for Ireland, then I need to leave Ireland. So that's why I wanted to go. And then luckily, Claire Scanlon and Mag Soren, they're two in Irish internationals.
Yeah.
They were coaches in Oakland University, saw me, picked me up, and just kind of went from there.
Did you get a full ride?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and
that is unheard of.
And I'm unfit, mind you, at this stage.
Me too, don't worry about it. That's unheard of.
Yeah, I was unfit at the time, and this was early days as well. This was 2014. It wasn't even, I think only me and Megan Connolly were gone to America that year. Whereas now there's girls from every level going to
Yeah,
America.
but it's very hard to get the full ride, though.
Yeah. And it was a full like athletic scholarship. So they
That's
didn't
what I mean,
they didn't
yeah.
split it with like
Usually-
academic as well.
Because I
Jesus.
used to do a bit of work with it. Pass for Soccer, I mentioned it about 20
Yeah,
times.
I went with Pass for Soccer.
Oh, did you?
Stephen.
Yeah, well, I worked with Ray at the time, but probably Stephen took it from Ray. But like the most we could get a guy was like 70. Or maybe a 50-50 if you go to golf. But like getting 100 full ride
For
is,
D1 as well.
wow,
Yeah.
NCAA.
Yeah, so
Shut up.
yeah, so I won't, but
Thankfully, because of the podcast.
but yeah, no, it's crazy, and I think that's where like the established part of my career comes in the sense that like that was probably the worst I'd been. Like I was overweight. Like I hadn't played consistent football for maybe like about a year or so, And I was going from
How
Cork.
lucky is that?
Exactly. So it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Went over to America, and that was the hardest time ever, in the sense that like going in August, it's roasting hot in Michigan, and they're telling me to do, I think we had like a 5-step fitness plan.
Thanks for coming.
Like 5 fitness tests, and you had to pass 3.
Jesus.
I didn't pass any.
Give me a brief description.
I think I passed 1, and the one I passed was just because I was fast. It was like a I don't know,
Shuttle
it's like
test.
sprint, yeah, a shuttle,
test.
exactly.
Give me a brief insight into that fitness, the 3 parts of it.
It's 5 fitness tests, 1 mile, 2 mile. But it's like, if I'm not passing the 1 mile, I'm not passing the 2 mile. Like, you know what I mean?
Obviously under a certain time.
Yeah, it's like 6:30, so 6 minute 30 for 1 mile, and then I think it was like 13 minutes or something for 2 mile, or maybe 12 minutes, which is actually quicker, but I don't understand. And then there was the shuttle run, and then there was other kind of 2 other endurance ones that were just killer. And yeah, the whole point is like, hopefully you'd be good at something. Do you know what I mean? I was good at nothing.
Did you break into the NCAA Div 1 is... You're talking sellout crowds, like.
Yeah, so
It's massive.
so with Oakland University, like, luckily our school didn't have a football team, so soccer and basketball were taken very seriously.
The football team.
No, so which is class for us, in the sense that like, all the money was gone to football and basketball.
When you got a D1.
Yeah, whereas whereas usually if there's a football team, nobody really cares about soccer over there, you know. So I really got really lucky over there. So going like roasting hot in August, trying to kind of keep up. The one thing that really worked on my side is that they have like a roll on, roll off system there in college.
Ideal.
So I didn't need to, like, even though I wasn't like, I couldn't last a whole game. So they would put me on probably like 10 minutes into the first half, stay on, and then come off about like 20 minutes left in the second half.
Yeah.
So I was able to like be of impact, and then I'm coming off wrecked, and then I'm done. Do you know what I mean? So that worked really well in my favour.
How did you network? How did you make friends? Because it's obviously extremely new to you to go into that setup in relation, because university's over there. I don't think you can use enough words to explain how big university sport is in America. It's
very,
nuts, right?
very professional.
Like, are you a dormitory?
Yes, I was in the dorms. I was on campus. Yeah, very much felt like you're very much taken care of. In like you get first choice of like accommodation, first choice of like classes, everything. You have like PTs. The resources are unbelievable. So going in then, like, I think, so it's very competitive. So like the collegiate football is like the pinnacle of most people's career in America. Like most people like retire once they're out college, which is crazy to me. So most people they're working through high school trying to get into these setups, right? So I go in now, and because I'm Irish, and like Mags and Claire Irish, like I don't really, a lot of people don't love me initially, and then there was already like 3 strikers, and like I think they kind of like bigged me up that I was coming to kind of take their spot.
We're saying Henri.
So like, yeah, so I didn't get on with the strikers basically. But then there was a lot of girls from Canada, a lot of girls from England as well. So it's a very diverse setup of people from different parts of the world. So I ended up making friends mainly with like the English girls from Norway, like, because they have the same experience. They know what it's like to come from a different country, a different climate completely. So they kind of carried me. So I really looked out my first year, and we won conference our first year, which was class.
Would the Americans ignore you on purpose?
No, they wouldn't, like, but they would just like, they just make it hard for you.
Stick to themselves.
Yeah, they were just like, not really actually. They were just, I think it's just on the pitch. When it comes to football, everything was very serious. Outside of that, it's the same, like everybody's a bit of crack, but the second you stand in, like, there's no friends on the pitch, because it's once again, it's more like a professional setup than it is here. It's like you're taking, and also if you're not playing, you don't automatically get it for the 4 years. I think now you do, whereas before, a new coach could come in and just take it. Yeah,
you could be gone.
Yeah, so that's it. So it's like it's less about wanting friends and stuff. It's more like it's actually a livelihood kind of thing. It's like if I come in and I take your position, you might go from a full ride to a half ride, and now you have to pay for college yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know? So it's actually like a resource thing. So that's why people are quite like competitive about it.
Spare time over there, like what's that like?
Football. It's just football. Like, I spend a lot of time with the boys as well, because there's mainly a lot of them from like Canada, like kind of like Jamaicans, British lads as well. So most of the lads when they had spare time would go to like a private facility. So there's like, you know, almost like what's the guys? Can't remember them, but the setup that like people go in, the players go in, and it's
like
a
recovery hub, like.
Yeah, like it's like an independent, like you have players from all over the country come in, and they're just doing kind of fitness, they're doing football, they're doing shoot and whatever on certain days. So that's basically how we spent our spare time. Like our spare time is getting better at football.
You're training for training almost.
Yeah, that's like, it. Because it's the way you're gonna live. Like it's your livelihood.
It didn't. The injury knocked you back, right, over there? Talk to me about that.
So it's now. So season's gone. We've won. Our conference, gone to NCAA. We lost in the first round. Got trashed like 7-0 by Notre Dame, which is crazy. And then, as you do, great setup though. It was a great place to get trashed, I will say. Great stadium.
That's the
Ivy League.
Yeah.
Notre Dame, yeah.
So then we have postseason then, because you never really have time off. So then you've postseason there. You're training at the end of postseason. Now it's time for like the postseason games. I've been the only player who's played 90 minutes in our first postseason game, scored 2 goals. It's actually starting to look like, there's a reason that they brought me over.
You've turned the corner.
Yeah, I'm finally coming into myself. The sun's gone down. I can actually breathe. It's class. And then in training about 5 days later, I tear my ACL like in a collision with someone. And that I didn't even know that I tore my ACL, because I've never had a big injury like that. And I remember saying to my PT, because we were going to play Michigan State like 2 weeks, and I was like, hey, look, I won't play this week, but can I play next week? And Tom's looking at me and he's just like, she doesn't have a clue, like, you know. And they didn't tell me, like, he knew I tore my ACL, but he didn't tell me until the scan came.
Why? Talk to me about that impact then. What did you think it was?
I just hit my leg, like, because I've never, like, I'm quite a strong player, so I've never had, like, a mad injury like that. My leg.
What's the pain of 1 out of 10?
Oh, do you know what it is? There's a bit of ego involved. So a girl had torn her ACL at the game that I scored 2 goals in. A girl had just torn her ACL in that game, right? But she just, like, the regular slipped and her leg did whatever. But she was screaming.
She milked it.
So then, no.
I'm not going to scream.
And then that's exactly what it was. I was like, Claudia was screaming so much. I don't want to be like that. I nearly passed out. I should have screamed. Like, it was,
really?
Yeah, it was like the scream. Like, do you know, like when you hurt yourself, you say,
play 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, I just had that walk it off mentality, you know, which is terrible, obviously. But yeah, my leg was like, I think with the ACL, it's like, it swells up so quickly that you actually, and the adrenaline, do you know what I mean? So I just wasn't fully understanding what happened. And like, my knee was just swollen. It didn't really, and I could still stand on it. That's a weird thing when ACL, like, your leg is functioning, but it's not fully, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's more down to your character, though. The fact that you can stand on 2 feet after doing your ACL.
Yeah, I'm crazy.
Probably a little bit of stubbornness in there, right?
Yeah, it is. I'd worked hard. Like, I think I'd had a really, really tough preseason. And I really just finally got into the swing of things. Like I said, I'm the only player. It's my first 90 minutes in America. Scored 2 goals. I'm finally, like, living up to, like, when I came in. Like, I think they I think they talked me up coming in, because the perception from people, like, there was an intimidation when I came on the team. Yeah. So it's like, for me not to live up to that was very disheartening to me. So I felt like I'm finally living up to the player that you've heard of. Do you know, like,
did it affect your performances?
The ACL here?
No, not living up to expectations.
Yeah, because everything needs to be perfect then, especially as a forward. Like, I need to score every goal, especially because I'm not fit. So I think when you're not fit, the worst thing you can be as a football player is unfit, because especially as a striker, you need to make a lot of effort, and not everyone is going to be successful. So you need to be willing to make that run even if you're not going to get the ball. You need to be willing to put that pressure on that defender, because they could just lose the ball. But when you're unfit, I don't want to run at that defender because they're just going to kick it behind me.
Yeah.
Tell me this.
I'm wasting my energy, you know?
See, you've mentioned about your physical attributes playing the game here, right? Mm-hmm. So you're a 9, you're number 9, right? You're a striker.
I thought you said I'm annoying.
No, you're a number 9. You're
coming to the end of the show.
I'm the 9 one. In my mind, I'm picturing lots of goals as a 14, 15, 16-year-old, over the top, power and pace, get through and score. You're going to Div 1 NCAA. You have to change your game
100%.
now. So you have to be 18 yards in, ruthless.
Yeah. Can I make it worse? I used to play, when I was playing with Tramore, in my age group,
Has he worn a goalie jersey before?
I played everywhere.
Yeah,
I played
think of
every
that.
single position on the pitch. I would play centre back with my age group so that I could run the pitch and score.
Shut up.
So
That's nuts, isn't it?
that's the mentality that I came from. So it's like when you're now adjusting and people are getting, that's what I was saying to you before. It's like I was a little bit lazy because I was like quite gifted at a young
Yeah,
age.
this
So
is
I didn't
easy for me.
who needed a touch, whereas I was going to beat you anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I just run over you.
So
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? So that when you go from that to like now I have to cultivate discipline and I actually have to work hard and I actually have to put in the work because I'm not as fit as these girls. It's like it's a different level of like it's a humbling in itself. Do you
But
know what I mean?
you're also playing to
Yeah.
a system where you can't just steamroll the pitch.
Exactly. I
That's what I'm
can't just
saying.
do whatever I
Yeah.
want. And like in Tramore, like because we all knew each other, if I was playing right back which I have, and I ended up left wing, which probably happened once or twice, nobody minded. And I think even in the culture of football before, it was more about the sport than it was a system. So everybody understood each position.
Yeah.
So I played every position because I understood every position. Whereas now when you're playing, you understand your position. And a lot of people only understand their position and not the bigger picture.
Well, that's my view of juvenile soccer. It's the Cruyff method, right? He reckons in the Ajax academy, players had to be able to play everywhere. That's what he
And that's what it was when we played with Tramore.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
but that's a savage education.
But it is and it's not, because sometimes ignorance is bliss. It's quite frustrating because in America they don't care about that.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
just your player.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I'm seeing something and I'm a forward, and once again I'm not performing, mind you.
Oh wow.
I'm not performing. I'm telling the left back what to do.
Yeah, I know where you're going.
You shut up, Vanessa. Like, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like for me, I have to kind of like humble myself because it's like I don't want to speak out because I know that I'm not doing my job.
But you have to separate the winning mentality from that mindset.
You do,
and
and you
probably
can't.
because you're a winner, you're looking at the keeper all out to left back.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at a 6 dropping in, but the left back goes 60 yards.
But
Because you're a winner, you're screaming play to the fucking 6.
to me, but because I'm an unfit striker who has not scored in 6 games.
Oh yeah.
Who
Forgot
are
about that bit.
Who are you to say anything?
And you know
Yeah.
how football is. It's like
Yeah.
don't.
And they pick up on that straight away.
Yeah.
Do you know, the sub that's come on for 10 minutes, don't talk to me.
You shut up, you can't even run.
Do you know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
fucking
and,
nuts.
But that's football.
Yeah,
Do
it
you know what I
is.
mean?
It
It's
is,
like,
isn't
and
it?
it's like I understand football enough to mean like I know I can't do anything till I score a goal. I cannot give, like I can talk to players around me to affect the game around me, but God forbid I talk to the defender. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of, if you say like, how did that affect me? That's how it affected me, because it's like, I'm seeing the game, but I'm not able to, I don't have the credibility yet, whereas I did in Tramore.
Do you think as you go on, let's focus on the States, that you grew out of that mindset?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, that happened right when I tore my ACL. So then I had to do that all over again. But at that stage, like, an age in America is a massive thing where it's like, oh, the seniors and the freshmen and stuff. Like, as a freshman, you really have no rights. Like, don't speak unless you're spoken to,
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
first
thing.
year, right?
Exactly. So it's like when I'm coming in then, and I get like, by the time I tear my ACL and like come through recovery, I'm now junior. I'm third year. So like, even if I'm not a great player, I'm still older than half the team.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I've been here for 3 years now.
You have respect. right?
Exactly. So even if I'm not performing, I can say whatever I want. Not whatever I want, but I have a voice now. Do you know? So that plays a part of it too.
And the ability you would have had and the snippets that you did play within them 3 years and even during your recovery, you earned people's respect, right?
Yeah, going into my last year there, yeah, I did for sure.
Talk to me about the end of that journey.
The funny enough, the end of that journey wasn't a choice. So with America, if you are injured a year, you get a redshirt year, so you can play an extra year that you play it back. You get 4 years of NCAA sports. So the year, because I transferred from Cork, some of my credits from UCC rolled over.
Yeah.
So I actually was done my 4 years of college in my last year, in my third year. So I had an extra year of football to play, but I had no more college because I've done college. But then masters over there is a 2-year process, but I only had 1 year of scholarship. A new coach came in. He just didn't care about our team, and that's America. I think he got rid of like 15 players because he wanted to clear the roster and get in new players. He was willing to sacrifice however many years that would take.
Fuck.
And I was one of the players that went. And I don't even think it was an ability thing. Me and him just didn't get on. He just was like, we just don't get on. Do you know what I mean? And that was it. So if he'd given me the option of staying in America, even if it was just to do a year for the crack, I would have taken a year.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then figured out. So the plan was never to move back to Ireland. The plan was to like rise through the ranks and either one, play well enough that I'd get drafted, or if I didn't get drafted, go to kind of training camps for professional teams during my summer.
Yeah.
But then in the process of kind of all of that, my dad passed away, and then with my coach, me and him not getting on, it was just a thing where I was just like, do you know what? I actually think I need to go home. Do you know what I mean? When you're like grieving away from home, you don't really. I don't think I grieved until I got back to Ireland. Do you know what I mean?
Did you crave empathy that time? Different country?
I think if anything, I just became more determined to make sure that I was a better footballer. Like I think the year my dad passed away and I tore my ACL, like my right knee is the knee that I tore my ACL. It's stronger than my left knee.
Because of recovery.
I was so obsessed. Yeah. I was so obsessed with being better. And it goes back to like my story. It was like there's just always so much potential that just kept being left at the door for other reasons. And it was like I didn't get to fulfill my potential here. It wasn't because I couldn't. It was because I got injured literally the second I started.
Yeah, it was kibosh.
Do you know what I mean? So it was like, and then my last year there, fittest I've ever been, and like it's a new team, and it's like most of the players, like I think he moved a forward, a defender forward or something. He was just like putting people in places because he's just trying to make his own team. Do you know what I mean?
Was he qualified?
He was just. I think he just was like.
He was legally blind.
I think he was like willing to sacrifice that year.
Right.
So he was just moved. So the reason he moved that player is because she was like a second year, and then he got rid of most of like the final years and the third years. So I think the players that he had left, he just wanted to use.
That's a budget
whoever.
Thing as well, though.
Do you know what I mean? So he just kind of cleared everybody out, because then once you clear everybody out, you get the budget back, and then you get the players in. So he was willing to start from zero. And for me, that didn't work for me. Whereas I'm trying to this is my final year. I'm trying to score as many goals as possible, trying to get seen. Whereas I'm playing with a team that's not really ready to play. You know,
that's what I'm saying. There's zero empathy towards the situation.
No, it's just life again. It's just like I'm not the only person in that situation.
Do you think rejection is a big part of life? Like that's your second biggest, from our story you've told so far.
And there's more.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, are you coming to the mindset, Vanessa, where your understanding of rejection is that it's a big part of my life now at the minute?
I mean, I'm speaking to you, somebody who I would say is like not fully, somewhat healed from those things. But at that time, I wouldn't have thought of that. Like, if anything, it's like it's a hindrance to me. You know. Sorry
to go across. I'm terrible for this.
No,
I
you're
apologize. Are you still not healed from that? Them moments, because
there's in the chronological order thing, there's still one more thing that happens with football. Do you know what I mean? And me leaving sport. Do you know what I mean? So with that, it's like there's just so many things happening, and it's like I'm grieving football. I'm grieving it's the first time that I'm realizing that like I may not be a football player forever, and it's the reality of that, because anything can happen.
Let's jump straight to that third one.
So I got diagnosed with lupus in 2021 while trying to go pro in London. So I'd moved back to Ireland, signed with Wexford Youth.
Yeah, good time at Wexford, right?
Okay time at Wexford. So I signed when Blessing and Rihanna were there.
Yeah.
So for a team it was great, but for me it wasn't, because they're both forwards. So you know what I mean? Like, and they're both internationals.
Medals look the same though, right?
Sorry? Oh yeah, class. I milked that flipping Aviva. I didn't touch that pitch. But I won an FAI Cup. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I don't actually have a great time at Wexford, but there's a potential again to kind of step in. Rihanna going flipping professional was great for me.
Yeah.
Because it's like now I get to step in
opportunity
there. Do you know what I mean? And then it's like, but like Blessing is above me at the time, because she's obviously in the peak of her career at the time, playing under 19s, I think. So it's like then it's like me and Blessing. I think Blessing then moves wing, and then I go forward.
Brilliant.
Do you know? So then for me, worked very hard with Wexford. It wasn't always the Wexford that I wanted to be part of was the one that I saw when I was younger.
That you were about to sign for when you were 14 or 15.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's the heart in which I signed with Wexford. But the Wexford that I found and I met wasn't the same team, and I wasn't the same player. Do you know what I mean? So for me, there was a lot of struggle in their like coaching system changed a couple of times. I never really found my feet with Wexford. Like I was a part of the team. Like I'd say like I was a decent part of the team. Like if not, I don't think I was ever like main striker or whatever, but I'm coming on
Yeah.
every game kind of
Yeah,
thing.
you're getting time, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And even went, I was part of the team that went to the Champions League
Yeah, up
qualifier. No, in Lithuania.
Oh, that's when. Yeah,
So
that's
the
the first
second
one.
That's some feeling, I'd say.
Oh, class. Yeah, no, it's unreal. Just to say Champions League is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Champions League.
Yeah.
Do you know what's crazier? You played in it.
Yeah, 10 minutes was class.
Hey, listen.
So it's like, it's just little things like that, you know? So it's like, it was quite difficult for me coming back to Ireland, trying to play with Wexford. It just wasn't, like I said, it wasn't the team that I'd left and I wasn't the player coming back into it. So that's why I was trying to go pro in England then. I was actually trying to go pro anywhere.
Yeah.
So
Just pay me, man.
honestly, I signed with an agent, and because I'd had kind of like a stop-start career, there wasn't enough stats of me continuously.
There wasn't a consistent run of, say, 30
Do you know what
games.
I mean? Exactly.
Yeah.
So then she'd kind of like proposed the Ultimate Goal show with Eni Aluko, the Commission sisters. And that kind of, even though it was a show, it had like a real opportunity to kind of like meet. So like Joe Cole was on one of the episodes. I can't remember who else. He was the main person that I remember. I think Thierry Henry was on the first
Season of it.
season. I was really upset. No, Rio Ferdinand. Rio Ferdinand as well. So it was just a thing where it's like you get to play in front of scouts, and like one of the girls,
Showcase.
exactly.
Yeah,
one
I
of the
remember it,
girls
yeah.
ended up going pro like in South America. So
What?
so it was a, even though it was a show, it was like proper connections kind of thing.
Yeah.
And 2 or 3 of the girls still play professional since then. So I remember going on the show, just had COVID a couple of months before. I never really recovered from COVID. Because COVID was like
You have to be bet up, ain't you?
yeah,
Unbelievable.
honestly, physically and emotionally. So COVID was like January 2021, and preseason was like the week after. It was the week I got sick, so I like missed that week, and I went straight into preseason. So I just never really gave my body the rest that it needed. But we all at the time didn't actually know. Just thought COVID was a cold at the time. Do you know what I mean? So I think my immune system just never really recovered, and I was trying to go pro and trying to do all of these things at the time. So as part of the show, like 4 days training, 2 days back to back and filming, my body was just like, yeah, that's it.
Shut down.
Yeah, literally shut down. Came back to Ireland in the hospital for a week, and then got diagnosed with lupus.
Is it an immediate decision? We'll close the soccer segment on this. Is it an immediate decision that you're like, I'm done?
I don't have a choice. I don't think I'm done football. No, it's not an immediate decision because I signed with DLR Waves in 2023. But for me, it's like I can't play football right now. I just physically can't. So once again, back to the theme of my footballing career, it's taken away from me by an external choice.
But do you have to convince yourself you're done?
No, I'm not. I'm till now. If the doctors told me that, like, yeah, you're fully healed, I might try a footballing career. So and that's why I said I signed with DLR in 2023 thinking I'd be fine. And by the end of preseason, I just kept getting flare-ups. Whereas when I'm doing everything else, I'm fine. When I'm playing soccer, I'm getting
What's the
flare-ups.
medical advice right now this minute?
Like I'm fine. But the thing is, being a professional football player is a stress on your body. And when you have an immune issue, that's a problem to my body.
Where are you holding professionalism in the game of football now? Do you think it's a goal you can still achieve?
No, not a chance. With the body that I have
Does
now.
that hurt?
Right now, no, but it did. So that's what I'm saying. Like I've come to the other side of it. So it's like I kind of have to like suppress all that initially because to me, I'm not done. Which is why I signed with DLR until my body's like literally the season starts and we're doing runs and my knees are swelling up, my hands are swelling up, and it's like I'm on medication and I'm actually like my body's technically fine, but the second you pass that threshold with sport, it's a stress on my body.
Do
you know what I mean?
Lupus is deliberate. It's brutal.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like
Thank God I haven't got it.
So for that, it's like I can't look at sport that way because it's like I don't actually, my body doesn't have that choice. Doesn't matter how medicated I am, it's too much. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
So it's just at the end of like a flipping 90-minute session, like I'm fine at the start. Start of the train, I'm always class, I'm always grand. And then at some stage my body's like, yeah, this is too much. Whereas like it's different when you're going to the gym or running or whatever. Like a 90-minute football session is intense, you know?
Yeah.
Especially
I do,
preseason.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I just...
So unlucky.
Honestly,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So unlucky.
I can't begin to imagine the wave and levels of emotion you went through.
Oh.
Are we talking
Depression.
24-month period?
Probably longer.
Longer?
So between coming back from America, I wouldn't say it was depression. I think there's still a bit of determination and like kind of
I get that.
reality.
I get
yeah,
that.
grand. And then 2021, I would honestly say it's probably the start of 2024.
So it's
it's only
fresh enough, right?
Very recent. The only reason why I'd probably say that it's better now is because the life that I've decided and the path that I've done is seeming successful. Whereas when the Irish team are winning or the girls are going to pre-season, I'm watching them. I follow most of the girls that play in Leaving Ireland, do you know what I mean? And so when I'm seeing them all do this, a part of me is like, oh, well, I just signed. Like I nearly signed for Shelburne last season. Do you know what I mean? Just purely out of let me see if I can. Like I was talking to their coach at the time, and I was just like, oh, maybe I'll just like, because sometimes you just need a coach that is like willing to like understand you and just let you figure things out at your own pace, you know. And I was just like, I knew the coach, and I was like, oh, and I was joking when I was like, just sign me, like, and I
at that level though,
I just had to say no because
of course you did.
Like it's just not. Well, not that I said no, not that he said yes either. I just had to say no. I'd say no to myself. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, it's just the thing where it's like, it's that what if. Like I just needed to be told that I'm not good enough. I think that's the
fucking hell. You just changed it there now again.
Sorry, I think that's what I think I've been seeking my whole career. It's like, wow. It's easier. It's
yeah, but you're clearly good enough in it.
Do you understand that, Pop?
But yeah. It is, but it is and it's not, because it doesn't actualize to any. It doesn't actualize outside of that. Do you know what I mean? In reality, I'm not good enough. Not because I'm not, but because there's no proof of that.
No.
Does that make sense?
No. Let's talk about you. So in your mind, it's evident and clear to me.
In my mind, I'm the greatest player ever.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like I'll.
So here's the fucking kick. Here's the other side of the coin. You need verification either way.
Yeah, exactly.
And until you get that verification either way, in your mind, there's a portion that your football journey isn't over.
I forgot to mention this. I played with the Homeless Football League. They did like a Nations Cup, and I won like best player, whatever, like of the tournament. And
you're not finished.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying?
You're not finished.
Honestly.
Vanessa, you were not finished.
So it was like, I think it's just little things like that is a nice little ego boost. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even
I'm done. Play the tournament. The best player. I'm back.
Yeah, I'm back. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, for me right now, it's the commitment. And I think that's why, like I said, it's like, it's easy.
Have you got time to commit?
No, I don't. Right now, I don't. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's
that's
like,
a good thing, girl.
It is, and that's the only thing keeping it at bay. Because
if you were idle, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, I think
I nearly signed off for High Rocks, like trying to.
Don't do it.
I just want to feel something.
We can't score goals at the moment. Any interest in playing with Hanover?
Okay. I don't know if I can score goals either.
No, I say you could.
Anyway. You definitely can.
Yeah.
Is it? Did it? I'm curious now. At that time, did it really affect your well-being at that time?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I was out all the time.
Again, Podge.
Thanks, Paul.
I was out all the time. Like, and I think initially
what do you mean out all the time?
Like I was partying and stuff. I was just
Are
like,
you a drinker?
Was I drinking at the time? I tried to be, but I was on so much medication. Like honestly, like I haven't even like said this out, and I know my mum would hate hearing this, but like I haven't even like.
What's your mum's name?
Sarah.
Sarah.
Sorry about this.
Headphones, please.
But like literally headphones with like not this in. But
Someone distract Sarah, please, immediately.
I was just looking for a sense of escapism. Do you know what I mean? Like I just moved to Dublin, and the only reason I moved to Dublin is because I think I coughed. I was in my room and like I would cough like 3 times, and my mum would be at the door straight away. Like obviously,
a box of penicillin.
She's like ready to make sure that I'm okay, because I like the honest truth is like, and I make, not that I make light of it, but I nearly died. Do you know what I mean? Like when they got me into the hospital, like there was fluid in my lungs, fluid around my heart. Like my body wasn't functioning the way it should have been. Like and then on top of that, I was trying to play football, so I'd push my body to the limit. And the thing with lupus is that it attacks an organ, but overall your immune system is shot.
Yeah, it's on the floor.
I saw every single department in Waterford University Hospital because nobody knew where the source was. So like my lungs, like lung department, whatever came in.
Did they try your head?
They actually did. Blood was checked, brain was checked, lungs was checked, heart was checked, like kidney, liver, like everything, like spleen, everything was checked, because everything is affected.
Yeah.
All of my vitals are gone, you know? So it wasn't until they did a kidney biopsy that like they confirmed what it was. But because it's an immune like illness, like my immune system is the problem, and it's looking at healthy cells in my body and attacking them. So for me, like obviously my mom would, if I'm getting sick again, she would be cautious, you know, but I just had to move out my house because I can't live half a life. I just can't, like, do you know what I mean? I can't live thinking I'm sick. It just would do terrible things to me. So I'm just like, I can't live here with the reality that I have lupus.
If there's people around you think you're constantly sick,
it's horrible.
You'll probably be convinced that you're
exactly,
sick in the
and
end.
I can't have that. So it's like
you're waking up and your mother's a murder under your nose. Is she breathing?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And she's like, and
back
she's,
off, leave me alone.
You know, and she's doing what she should be doing. But I just don't want to.
It's her job. Well, it's her parents'
Do you know
job.
what I mean? I don't want to address the fact that I'm not feeling well.
Do you know what it is?
Would you hide it in front of your mother if you weren't feeling that well?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
because I'll take care of it. Like,
Do you know what I think that is?
I had an operation last week and I told everybody I was grand, and then they were like, "What did you get?" I was like, "Kidney biopsy." They were like, "What's wrong with you?"
Vanessa, you're a different breed.
My friend was like, "Well, how are you getting to the hospital?" I was like, "Oh, I'll just get a taxi." She was like, "I'll drive you." And then and then I even had a fight with, not a fight, but
the surgeon.
Yeah,
he wasn't going hard enough.
Literally, they were just like, "Oh, will you have somebody to collect you?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll just get a taxi home." They were like, "No, like you're literally getting a kidney biopsy. You could bleed out." I'm like, I'm getting the biopsy and then I have to lie down. No, like, what does anybody have to do? Like, what? Do you know what I mean?
Do you feel that you need protection?
No, I think I'm class.
Get that.
I think
That's what it is.
I think I'm bulletproof. Like, and I think it goes back to the people. Like, if you watch the second episode of United FC, like I had so many people like Peter Jacob in my life that from a young age saw something in me.
That's a great moment, by the way.
They just kept saying, and that wasn't even staged. Like, he's never said those things to me.
Yeah,
I didn't know that he thought that way of me.
That hit you different.
Very
to
different.
The fact where you went to the most Oscar-worthy reaction, which is like, "Aw," as if you were like, "I don't understand. I can't believe you just said this to me. This means so much.
Yeah, 100%.
I have so much to say."
I was just like, "Oh, can we cut the cameras now?" Like, do you know what I mean?
It was like, "Oh, that's my reaction."
No, so it's like, and I say this, like, my confidence comes because like I was never treated differently, and if anything, I was treated like probably better to an extent that I expected everybody and life to treat me that way. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like the people around me went, like, my first pair of boots was given to me by somebody in the club. Just like gave me and my brother like a second-hand pair of football boots.
But that he might as well be handing you $1 million.
Exactly. It was a David Beckham grey one with when he just went to America. I had like American flag and Adidas American flag and British flag, or something at the other side. Yeah. I know it was a white tongue.
Nice
great,
boots to get for free now, I have to say.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like that's like, thankfully that's kind of the interactions that I've had from a very young age. Like, I was very talented at sport, and sport was life to me. So it's like, that's how I tackled things. Do you know what I mean? So that's how I went into the regular world, and that's how I expected life to kind of treat me. Do you know? So all of the kind of unlearnings that I've had to do since then is just understanding that, like, sometimes you just don't get what you want. Like,
have you ever tried to think of your world without sport?
It doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's nuts, isn't it?
It doesn't exist.
That's why I asked that, because I know it wouldn't exist for you. And I do get the vibe that you feel like you don't need protection and that you're invincible.
Yeah. You know, like, even like, obviously as a woman, I shouldn't be like out, not that I shouldn't be out at night or whatever, but like a lot of people would feel uncomfortable like running out at night and stuff. Like, I used, like, my friends would be like, what, you can't do that. And I'm like, what you mean? Like, I just don't think that anybody's out to get me. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm just not that everybody's out to do good things, but I'm just living my work.
It's not going to happen to me.
I'm just living my life and that's it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not really concerned about like other things, but I have to, like.
But you're not selfish.
No, I wouldn't say I am. I'm definitely very, like, I care about the people around me, but I think I used to be. I think what happened with sport for me needed to happen for me to be a better human. Like, I think I was a great athlete. I think I was a terrible human being. Like, I didn't care about anybody but football. I didn't care about people around me. Like, I just, if you didn't have anything for me,
you're
sport,
conscious.
I didn't care. Now, because I think when you go through grief, like, you have a deep empathy for people. Like, I think when my dad passed away, like, there's honestly very little in this world that could shake me, because it's like, nothing matters. Do you know what I mean? It changes your view on things. And I think that's why I'm so empathetic I've since then, like, sometimes my dad died, I just start crying. Like, I think I never used to cry. Like, people who know me now versus knowing me when I was like in secondary school, tell me I'm a completely different person.
But you're far from emotionless now.
Emotionless?
I can see the emotion in your face now.
I'm over emotional,
Yeah,
which is
there.
a problem. I need to go back.
You're compensating.
I need to find the middle ground somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now I almost feel everything. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I think that's where my compassion for other people comes from, is because like I know what it's like to be down and I understand. And I think this is kind of, whenever I share my story, it's not like I don't want people to get like oh, woe is me, oh, sorry that happened. It's like everybody has their thing. Like for me, it might seem like, oh, so dramatic or whatever, but I guess God just decided I was strong enough to do that. Thank you. But everybody else, like, even if it's one little thing that's happened to you, like, you have something that's made you feel the same way that something like that has felt to me. Like, you can resonate with. And if you don't,
you have so much good advice to give people.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You really do.
I think
Like
that's
this, if someone of a younger age, than you, eventually you bump into in your life that you think is going to be in the same path as you, you're going to guide them in the right way.
and that's United. Honestly, like, not even to promote the show.
100%.
That's United FC.
Yeah.
She's perfect for United.
Do you know what I
FC.
mean?
Yeah,
That's
you are
United
perfect
FC. It's
for it.
like, I think I don't know. I just realized that like everybody has something, and it's like for me, and I spoke at like Shine Festival. It's a thing with the Shona Project for young girls, and it's like nobody. I think the biggest downfall in my life is that nobody taught me that things will go wrong, and that's why like no's are really hard. You know, so it's like things will go wrong, and it's not like definitely reach for the skies, but it's like we need to start teaching people how to be resilient. You know what I mean? It's like things will go wrong, and it's like, then what? Do you know what I mean? It's like back to like me not making the under 13 scene.
I decided from listening to your story, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're in America, you were driven and you didn't care about anybody else.
Yeah,
Now you're still driven,
but now I care.
But you do care,
and it's so much nicer.
and I think you're a better person for it.
It's so much nicer.
I really
so
do.
much nicer because you get to do life with
You
people.
understand things more.
You get to like you get to do life with people, and it's like in America, I didn't care if people liked me or not. I was going to be the best player there, and that's all that mattered.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas
Sometimes you have to have that attitude in professional
you
football.
have to succeed for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Sports.
yeah.
To succeed for sure, and I think that's the thing. It's like
But you're a better person for the way you are now, I
100%.
think. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Like it's class.
And it's
Like,
okay to cry. Podge cries all the time.
so he says, no, it is nice because it's like I don't think that. Yeah, I wasn't very friendly. I would say like I would say like because I was outgoing. I'd say people put up with me, but I don't think a lot of people
Were you
liked
cold?
me.
I
I was social, but like it was all about me.
Yeah.
Like I'm still a very main character, but like I won't overpower somewhere. Whereas otherwise, like I was very disruptive in school, even though I was smart, but I was disruptive. Like I didn't really care what my behavior meant for other people. You know,
Yeah,
as long
but that
as
was because you were like, I'm going to be a professional footballer. I don't care.
But the thing is, my mum says this all the time. Like my primary school spoiled me. Like my mum was like, you could burn down this school and they would cover it up for you. So, and once again, it's like I just kept meeting people who wanted to see me succeed, but nobody taught me the other side of that.
Yeah.
Do you know
what
I
is
mean?
the other side of that?
I think it's empathy and it's people. It's not you're not succeeding at the demise of other people. You know?
Yeah.
And that's the other side of it. It's like how do we build people who are driven and want to win, but will do that with other people?
Vanessa, I think, and Papa touched on, I think there's actually a circuit for you to go on to schools, fourth
Kids
years,
again.
4th years, 5th years, 6th years, and just get up and talk to them.
That 4th year is a crucial year. It's like it's a year of. It's not really a year of. It's
No,
building.
because you know what I'm getting. You want like. We have this thing now in society where chase your dream. Don't anyone tell you you can't be this. Don't anyone tell you you can't be that. Without explaining to them that there is actually hurdles in the way, and it's not a straight road. And and I think you need someone like yourself that's been on that almost parallel journey because you're chasing your dream and you've had the hurdles and all that crack to spread that.
Yeah. And I think sometimes the message with it's either chase your dream or settle, I feel like is the two options. But I think in my story, like I've been saying this forever. Like the first day I played football, I signed with Tramore. Like literally first day I played football as a sport. And for me, football was the easiest thing that's ever come to me in my life.
Did you play it before you went to Tramore? Like, did you play kick around with your brother?
No,
or
just I was just athletic, like just ran around, like. So then, football was probably the easiest thing that I've ever been able to do, but it was my hardest journey. So the last 3-4 years of content creation, presenting, all of that, it's not something that came naturally to me, but this journey has been a lot smoother and easier than football ever was. So I think what I've kind of explained to people or try to say is that like, it's not like a chase your dream or fail or die trying or whatever. It's like being open to like the other side might be good too. And I think that's where I'm living in. And I wouldn't have had that revelation until probably this or last year, because you have to live through stuff to be able to, like, if we had this conversation in 2023, this would have been the most depressing podcast. Because I only saw my life in relation to the fact that I used to play football. So I used to play football, and I used to do this and I used to do that. Whereas now I'm talking about things that I am doing and things I want to do. And I used to tell people that, like, even now I don't have, as of like the last couple of months, I haven't had any dreams in ages. Like, because the one dream that I had was to become a professional football player. Everything since then is just free. I'm just freestyling it. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what the next question is?
What
dream haven't you said out loud yet?
Don't have any.
Thank God.
I genuinely don't have any dreams. Like, and then for me, that's fun. As somebody who plans everything, it's actually really fun because I get to just experience life like face value. And I think sometimes when you just plan, and like obviously I'm getting older, so I would need to kind of like figure something out. But right now I'm just doing what works.
Do you mind me asking what age you know?
29. I'm just a baby. Like, do you know what I mean? But I think it's the joy of, I think anybody in kind of organized sports will tell you, like, it's like your life is set for you, like, and that was the hardest thing not having football. It's like my year was seasonal based on football. So it's like I'm in preseason, I'm in season, I'm postseason, having maybe like a month off here. So it's like most of my friendships were long distance because I was never around. Like, I never went to anything. Do you know what I mean? So whereas I don't even try to talk to me during the week. Do you know what I mean? And definitely not on a Saturday or Sunday. So basically don't ever talk to me. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like you're training all the time, and even when you're coaching, you know how it is. Like, trying to, like, somebody has something on a Saturday night.
Talk to me.
It's like you have, and I didn't care. Like, you know, honestly, I didn't care for friendships outside of sport, because it's like you don't understand anyway.
You're only going to get in the way of what I want here.
Or you're just going to get mad at me because I can't come to your birthday. It's like I'm playing in the Champions League, bro. Like, even the Champions League, the Champions League was on during the first ever massive. It's called Afro Nation. It's a like a Afro Beats festival.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah.
I chose not to go to that, and the thing is, I could have gone to that, landed in Ireland, gone to Lithuania the day after, and still played the 10 minutes that I played and would have been fine.
No.
But I didn't, because I was just like, that was my mindset. And most of my friends went to that and had a great time. And I have no FOMO from that, because that's what I did, what I wanted to do. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's good for to be a good athlete and to be delusional and to be so committed to this thing sometimes means you're not going to be a good person. You're not going to be the good person to people around you. You're not going to be available because this is your bread and butter. This is your main thing. And you need people in your life to understand that. That's what you want. If you want to succeed and if you are at the top.
No, not even when you're chasing success.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you understand you're there. You're there in relation to playing at the best level you can play at in this country. And you played fucking NCAA. So you're there. But now it's moved to you chasing success. And that's where tunnel vision comes in.
Yeah.
That's where you're
100%.
like, there's no one stopping me. There's no one getting in my way. The lights are on, but no one's home.
And God forbid I have to explain this to you. Like, God forbid I have to, like, if, like, even dating was a weird thing. Because, like, don't ask me how many times I'm going to the gym.
What do you mean when you say God forbid you have to explain this to you?
Sorry, it's like, I don't want to have to explain that. It's like, I remember I was dating someone, he was like, oh, you're going to the gym again? I was like, okay, bye.
Well, no, I understand it.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, what? Yeah, like, oh, you're asking me what you mean? No, it's like, asking me to explain. Sorry. So it's just a thing. It's like, that's why it's like, when I was in America, it was easier to be around other athletes. Like, we're all friends. We all understand it. We're all going to eat. We're going to the same place. We're eating the same things. We know the sacrifices that we're making. Whereas, and I say this all the time, it's like, I chose between being an athlete and a female. Do you know what I mean? Being a woman. Wow. You know, so ever since coming out of...
That's a fair description, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Literally,
massive. That's massive.
And that's how it felt, because it was like, when I went, I say back into the world, when I left football, it's like, I'm home. That's genuinely how I felt, because it's like, I'm trying to interact with people and they don't understand. Like take Traitors, for example. I got a lot of stick for being very direct, very confident, and very like kind of outspoken. Those are 3 traits that are looked very well on in sport, but they're not commended in women in real life. It's not, you don't look on women who are outspoken, who are confident, who are direct. You think people call me aggressive. People say, oh, she's a lot to deal with.
Do you think they're trying to put you down?
I just don't think they understand me. Whereas, on a football pitch, we're not dilly-dallying. If I say go and get the ball or push up, I only have 2 words and 2 seconds to tell you this. Do you know what I mean? And that's the mentality that I came into. Whereas in the real world, you have to sugarcoat stuff. You have to like, which is normal also, because you have to like be tactful to the people you're talking to. You have to be like empathetic in what you're saying. But it's like, I'm very used to just being able to say things directly.
But how do you receive direction?
Grant.
You're okay with it?
I think I'm quite coachable. I don't know what my coaches will say about
do you argue it?
Oh, definitely. If I see something that's not right, or if I don't think something
in your view,
yeah. But the thing is like, I don't mind. I have no problem disagreeing with people.
So if I'm a coach and we are playing full press and you're dropping off, and I'm saying, Vanessa, we're full press, go press. You're like, no, I want to drop off.
Do you know what I probably do? I'll do what you want. When it fails, I'll do what I want. And then we can have a conversation about it. Because you know what it is sometimes? It's like, sometimes I know how I'm feeling. And you might want me to push up. And that is the right thing to do. But this is actually wasting time for both of us. Whereas if you let me like cheat halfway, that ball, I might be able to turn around and now press the second defender as opposed to pressing.
Are you good enough to cheat halfway?
I used to be. So I was like,
but when you're saying that to him, he's coaching you. When you're saying that to him,
so
like you're in the peak of your powers. You're like, I can do this.
Yeah, but
trust me here.
And that's it. You, as a coach, you need to know whether you need to trust me or not.
You wouldn't be on the field if I didn't trust you.
Do you know what I mean? Exactly. And it's like, and it goes back to that relational thing. It's like, if you want me to do what you're going to do, I'm going to do it. But I'm always going to explain to you why I'm doing something. Do you know, but I'm very like, I'll explain why. And I love a dialogue.
But a good coach will listen.
Exactly, but also a good coach will tell me you're wrong. And that, like, me and Peter had that relationship. Like, do you know what I mean? Peter will tell me to do something, and I'm like, Peter, I can't do that or whatever. Like, and like at halftime or whenever we get the opportunity, we're talking about what am I seeing, what are you seeing? And I might still just have to suck it up because at the end of the day, you're the coach.
The coach's role in that is very important, because you don't want a coach going, hey, I'll do the coaching talk around here. You shut your mouth.
And I've had 1 or 2 of those, and it doesn't work for me.
No,
it's
they're
like,
not.
I'm that child that asks why a million times.
Yeah.
Like, if you tell me why, and I'm able to like, if you tell me why and I'm able to like comprehend that, like, I'll do it. But I'm not you can't just tell me what to do and expect me to just do it. Like, that's never been me.
Would you be, let's go to half time with Peter. Are you conscious that you're taking up the whole time with your issues?
No, because I wouldn't talk about it, depending on what it is. Okay, so if the problem in the game is the striker, is me, or it's the attacking, and I'm part of that problem, then we have to deal with that problem. If the problem is a defensive issue, talk about that, whatever. Right before I go on, I'm gonna have a quick conversation with Peter.
Gotcha.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, obviously, if we're winning or something, or we've scored 5 goals and I just didn't press one time, it's not a big enough issue to.
Well, if a coach is giving out the fact that you scored 5 goals, you didn't press once, he's an idiot.
Well, I wouldn't call Peter an idiot, but that's the level that we played at when we were younger. It doesn't matter if we're winning 5-1. If you can do that, you're doing the right things, and once again, that's the coaching that I got. It wasn't like it wasn't that he was giving out about it. It's like, this is a learning opportunity. Even though we're 5-1, you need to be disciplined enough to know the cues regardless. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it was. And where I was a child and I was like, sure, we're winning 5-1. Why do I need to press? That's where the discipline comes in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because you know these leagues, 5-1 can turn into 7-5 in a couple of minutes. Like, do you know what I mean?
Did we? No,
Not too many people in
The
his speech.
silence is deafening.
There's excellence demanded there, though.
Oh yeah, from a young age. So
my mindset is, I'm going back to that time when you're that age, Vanessa, and I'm wondering how a 13, 14, 15-year-old accepts that someone's demanding excellence on me.
If I can do it, I don't mind. But I did feel hard done by sometimes.
I get that.
So I there were a couple of times that I felt hard done by where, and especially when playing defense, I was like, remember there was one game and I had been breaking my body everywhere, and I think they scored one goal and I think we're like 2-1 up, and Peter screamed at me. It was the only time I've ever screamed at Peter, and it was probably the day that I decided I'm not being a centre back anymore, because I was just like, I've done all of this and you're mad because this happened. Mind you, the ball was lost up there. Do you know what I mean? I remember like screaming at him. I think I had a yellow card that game as well. It was a very scrappy game anyway. Everybody was frustrated that game. But yeah, you feel hard done by, because it's like I don't understand the bigger picture. I'm great, we're great. Why am I working hard? Do you know what I mean? That's what you get out of you.
We're great. Well, yeah.
That's what you see at a young age, but he's seeing we were always going to win this match 5-0. Yeah. I'm seeing I've worked hard. He's seeing that this is actually a mid-level table. We're going to have to play a better team, and you need to be able to do what you did to a better team.
But do you know, as an adult, you have to understand that you were his example.
What do you mean?
So what I mean by that is...
Best player.
Yeah. So when you're the best player, it's very easy, and I fell into this trap. I'm sure Toby will tell you, because he often got the brunt of it off me as a kid. When you see the best player making an error, a lot of coaches will use that as an example.
Yeah. And do you know what is great?
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what was great about Tramore? I wasn't the best player all the time.
Okay.
So I wasn't like, I think later in my career, yeah, probably because Aisling and the rest of the girls had gone moved to America, moved to Wexford, or playing somewhere else. Like I was kind of one of the last ones left. But in the peak of Tramore's era with schoolgirls, I wasn't, maybe I was the most obvious player because I was a forward and I was a bit like, I was flamboyant, I was loud, whatever, but I wouldn't have seen myself as the only good play, the only best player on the team, if that makes sense.
I don't know how we've got back to here, but it's fascinating.
We're not leaving football.
Yeah,
it's a football podcast.
Just circling around it.
So it's like for me, it was like I, even though I didn't like it, and maybe he was a bit harder on me, there were other people showing me that example. It wasn't just down to me to do that. Do you know what I mean? So even though I didn't want to do it, somebody else is busting their ass. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, you have that example all over, and it goes back to like, and I've never thought about it this way. Like, yeah, excellence was drilled in, like, and even off the pitch, like Peter like deserves an award. Like when I think back, like we're driving, we're playing midweek football, and the girls are older than me. Like they're like 18 or something at the time. I'm like 2-3 years younger than them. And I think the main reason is because I was younger.
Yeah,
that's why I got it the most. So I was younger, but I'm in the car doing like my geography homework, doing my Irish homework. Like he's doing quizzes in the car for me. So it goes back to that excellence. It's like, even though we're going off for 2 hours to back arse of nowhere playing games and we're going to win, like you're gonna get your homework done too. Because like that goes back to the relationship with my mum. For my mum to be able to trust me, to be able to go off 3 times a week, going off anywhere. Because after I played for Tramore twice with 2 age groups, then I'm playing for like some regional team, and then I'm playing for school. Like it's a lot on a kid. So,
it is a lot, yeah.
So like I literally used to come home from either football or training, fall asleep by like 10 o'clock, wake up at like 2 a.m, do like an hour of schoolwork, and then I was back in bed by like 4 or 5 to wake up for like 8 or something.
How old are you now?
Secondary school.
But
I was like, I asked that already. Not even listening.
Yeah.
Secondary school. So like this is junior cycle.
So you're going home from training, sleeping at 2 a.m, getting up, doing schoolwork, and then for an hour,
just getting my homework done, and
then going back to bed
to wake up to go to school the next day.
Do you know you're the only person that ever done that?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you fucking are.
Like I'm genuinely not joking. Like ask my mum. Like it's just, I don't know. Like I think like I don't know. I can't.
Vanessa, that is fucking crazy.
Sorry, thank you. I think there's a lot of things I'm realizing. Like, I'm realizing a lot on camera right now. It's really uncomfortable.
Am I overreacting here?
No, I can't fathom that at all.
But it's just really but the thing is like I saw greatness around me, and I wanted to be great. Do you know what I mean? It's like I just wanted to be like, and that's why, like, no offense to anybody with regards to like,
did you ever feel singled out in
all the time? All the time, even now.
Sake.
Like I think it's just like
in sorry to cut across you. Both ways, negative and positive.
Oh yeah, like even I think
give me a few examples.
Trapattoni came to Tramore to give us the FAI team of the club of the year or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was the first person that they called. And I remember saying to Peter, I was like,
Negative or positive?
Positive. I tried to make it negative. And I goes to Peter, but I'm just joking. I was like, oh yeah, it's because I'm black, yeah. And he was like, yeah, it is. It's like, you are like the only black girl here, but also you're also our best player. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's like, like being different for me was a good thing growing up. Like it helped me stand out. And Peter said it, like, and once again, I didn't know that they saw me like this. It was just like, they just saw something different in me. And they
or is it negative then?
It's negative because of the pressure.
Oh, wow.
So like, even though I'm confident, like I'm very hard on myself on the pitch.
I get that.
You know, so it's like anything that went wrong, I'm just thinking, well, that's the game done now. That's like 15 minutes in. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so
Vanessa, it's a throw against us, relax.
Yeah, so it's like and I was very intense. As you can see that even now, like I am very intense in just kind of what I want in my opinions and stuff like that. And it's like, it's just because like, I don't know, I just want to see things through. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, even with football, it's like when you think you're great and everybody's told you you're great, back to like, you need that to actualize.
Oh,
you know,
man.
and I think that's some of the problems that I see with like, how long is this? Is actually 3 hours?
This is putting. I'm in a realm of fucking unbelievableness now in my mind. So this is because I'm thinking of Vanessa now as a 16 or 17-year-old, right? So here's where I am.
I haven't thought about her in ages. I just thought it was normal.
So I'm thinking now that you understand excellence, number one. You understand preparation, what it takes, and how you're going to get there. But the big thing is, you are trying to outperform everyone's expectations of you, which is...
And my own expectations.
That you're a really good fucking player.
Yeah,
I can't decide whether to boil, scramble, or fry me eggs. You know what I mean? And I'm 40. I'm 40. Like,
yeah, like I think that's probably what was hardest for me. It's like I was never, and this goes back to being a better person now. I was never satisfied, you know, and like that causes problems. It's like you can't do it. Like when they came to film in my house, like I had to go upstairs and get like a bunch of like medals and trophies and all. And obviously, in the grand scheme of things, like, it's not flipping the Ballon d'Or, but in the places that I was in, I was great.
Well, this has gone beyond sport now, you know that?
What do you mean?
Like this conversation. I know we're talking about soccer, but like this has gone beyond sport.
Sorry, I'm just as like, he's getting things out of me that I didn't know were there as well. Yeah, like it's just how I've like, it's just, so I met one of my childhood friends about 2 years ago. And it was when I was struggling mentally after lupus. And I remember saying to her, I was like, I just don't really know what I'm going to do. Like, I'm just so confused, whatever. And she literally said to me, she was like, Vanessa, you're the only person who knew what they wanted to do at 7 years old. And that's it. Like, I knew, if there's anything that I knew how to be a professional football player.
Yeah.
That's what I knew how to do.
Yeah, rejection doesn't help that.
Do you know what I mean? So everything else around that, and I think that's why it was so hard for me to leave sport with lupus. It's like or just illness, because it's like, once again, it's still not down to me. Also, it's not either way either. Like, obviously at the time where I get lupus, I'm not the best player. Do you know what I mean? I'm like on the pitch physically, tangibly not the best player.
But that doesn't matter.
Do you know what I mean? Like, in here, it's different, but physically, I'm not the best player. I'm not the best forward in Ireland. Like, do you get me? So I think...
Do you think you ever were?
At some stage, I did think I was.
Go on, tell me.
At some stage, I definitely thought I was, but whether I am or not, it doesn't matter. Like, it's just, I think it was...
Why are you being modest now?
Because it's so obvious, isn't it? It's not being modest. It's that there's no proof.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, great answer.
There's no proof.
Yeah, you don't say anymore.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I think I won a couple gold, I think 2009 was, but at that stage you're just young. Like, do you know what I mean? There's great players that played under, there's a lot of girls that played on that team that I couldn't make, that I didn't make, that don't play football anymore. Yeah. So like, what does it matter that I was the best player when I was 14?
Yeah, no, it's a great answer.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I think that's how I feel. But I'm always 14 in here, because I didn't get to kind of break out of that. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It didn't get to actualize. I didn't get to be like, I didn't finally get to, oh, you didn't make the team, or whatever. Like, do you know what I mean? Oh, you're shy, give it up. Do you know what I mean? I didn't have that kind of toil with football. It was just like, every time I tried, I got, even when I got the scholarship, I wasn't at my best.
But you've never, I know we spoke about the rejection.
I've never been rejected in football.
Exactly.
Yeah. So even when I played with Wexford Youths, it was just that there were better players there. It wasn't that I was a bad player. It was just like it's a no-brainer to start Rihanna Jarrett and Blessing Kingsley over me.
Do you know if we're doing?
Do you know what I mean?
If like we're finishing the football on this one, right? Because you didn't.
We're not finished.
By the way, you won the fucking Traitors, right? You know what I mean? I'm on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being professional footballer.
Yeah.
Where do you think you got to on that scale?
I would say like 7 because of probably 6.
What
7.
do you really think?
No, I think 7.
Okay.
Because of like, yeah, 7. Excuse me, because by the time I come back to Ireland, if I had the same resources I had in America coming to Ireland, maybe a bit higher. But where I stopped, like I said, I wasn't at the best, and then I had a lack of resources, so I actually wasn't getting better when I moved to Ireland.
Yeah.
Whereas, like I just told you, like
You're stepping into a different realm.
My free time in America was spent playing more
different
football.
realm.
Do you know what I mean? And every time you move, you have to adjust. Same thing, like you sign a class player from Italy and he comes to England.
Yeah.
Rarely are they class in their first year.
Oh, it
Do
takes
you know
time.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Takes
that's
time.
like in the time that it took me to try and get there, I actually declined. You know, so I think that's where the honesty comes out of. So when it comes to my career, there's a lot of potential.
Yeah.
But was that actualized in proof at a critical point in my career? Like schoolgirls, clearly it was there, but in like senior football, that doesn't
Doesn't that go
exist.
back to what I was saying though, where you were the best, strongest, most powerful in your area at juveniles, but when you go to the next level,
It's different.
yeah.
It's different.
And do you know what? It's like train tracks. It's the same thing, but it's just on a different level, a different scale. I don't know train tracks right now. If you get one, I'm crap at analogies, right? But that's the vibe I kind of get.
Yeah,
That's your attitude, your quality, the quality you had, the depth of quality you had didn't change. However, the level in game changed.
100%. And the resources
And the
I
level
had
of player you're playing against as well.
100%. And
Brilliant
then the
ball.
capacity and resources to be able to match that wasn't there as well.
You can imagine Vanessa as a young girl, 14, going, what do I have to do here? The ball goes into the net as many times as you can, the far side. Okay, get on my way.
Yeah,
I come.
get that.
Yeah, 20 goals. Thank you.
Yeah, get off the track. Trends on the way. Yeah.
Literally. Yeah,
Brilliant.
people literally used to run out of the way when I was...
I always ask this kind of question, but have you considered a book?
Yeah, I have two in mind.
You're going to, really?
I don't know if I'm going to, but they're in my notes app.
Go on.
I'm not going to tell you. People steal my
Give
idea.
us an
Give us an
are the biopics?
I think so the word overcoming has kind of been used in my life a lot. So I think maybe writing a story around my life and then the takeaways from that, like less about me and more about like the lessons, I would say. And right now, because of Traitors and all, like I'm kind of getting platforms to be able to kind of test that out. Like the first one I tried was at the Shine Festival with the girls, and I labeled it like overcoming the thing that nobody prepares you for. I think that's the thing that nobody prepared me for. Like nobody prepared me to like
Love that.
fail and get over things. Do you know what I mean? And it goes back to our story about like chase your dreams, but do you know what I mean?
What's the other one?
So but in that, the way I kind of said it to the girls wouldn't be relevant for adults, because I think adults know, like you know that things aren't going to go your way. Do you know what I mean? So I need to figure out how to frame it that way for an older audience. Because with the girls, I just told them my story, and I'm just like, oh, does anybody here have big dreams? Whatever, I have big dreams. Like, do you know what I mean? Whereas like I don't have to tell a group of adults that sometimes dreams don't come true. Do you know what I mean?
I think you do.
But it's less about the dreams and it's more about the other side of that. Do you know what I mean? So with the girls, it was more motivational. It was like, yeah, like on your journey, don't forget to pack resilience, you know, but you know.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, I've never said that. That's crazy. I love this room.
Yeah.
But then with adults, it's like, okay, you've gone on a journey. and maybe you've had to be resilient, whether you liked it or not, you know. So I'm working on that side of it. So yeah.
I'm just going to write down that little quote. I always do this.
You've made the book.
Oh, yay! Class.
On your journey, don't forget to pack resilience. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a big book of quotes.
Class.
Eventually. Do you know what it is, Vanessa? We've had full Irish internationals in here, right? We've had social media people and all that. I think that you are absolutely amazing.
Oh, thank you.
The way you speak, the way you're conscious of yourself, you're like the perfect template. Sorry,
my head is big enough now. I'm just gonna let you know.
But I listen. If you were shy, I'd be telling you you're shy. Don't worry about that. But it's like you're the perfect
that's a football
mix.
mentality.
Yeah.
It's like you're the perfect mix for the template of what a woman should be.
Nobody has ever said that to me.
And I think the cherry on top of it is your emotion. It's so fucking raw.
Thank you.
And
I'm gonna cry.
I don't mean this in a negative sense. And inefficient. That's beautiful.
Thanks.
That's fantastic.
Like,
Yeah. It's like as if you're cocky, but you're not. You're confident, but you're not.
And I think
You're shy, but you're not.
but it's here,
everything,
Papa.
but
It's
yeah,
real. It's
like,
here.
You are, but you're not. You are, but you're
I think
not. And
that's
7 or 8 different things.
I think that's part why, like, for example, something like Traitors, people really like me or they really don't. Do you know what I mean? It's like kind of because it looks like I'm contradicting myself, where it's like even where I cried, people are like, people don't think it's authentic because they see the confidence and then they don't think that I can be kind of emotional. Do you know what I mean? It's quite confusing for people. I get it. So I think that's kind of, I guess, my success in the show. It was just like kind of, I just kept confusing everyone.
Did you expect to win when you went on the Traitors?
No. That's why I went on. Like I'm not taking that thing seriously at all. If you watch it back,
That's why you won it, I'd say.
Yeah.
if you watch it back, I am not taking a damn thing.
When you watched it back,
seriously.
did you know yourself?
I was like, why are you doing? I was surprised at how much of myself I was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, everybody, my friends were like, you didn't change.
Has Oyin given you the lottery numbers yet? Like,
Everybody keeps asking
oh
that.
my God.
She needs to actually
How
do
does she
that.
predict that? Like,
Oyin's class. She's very observant. Like, and not to take away from Oyin, right? But we all played our part. We all played our part, and she was able to do that because she's observant.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody, and this is what she says all the time. Like, she just let everybody be themselves, and
Yeah.
everybody just kind of gave themselves up.
She
Do you know what I
picked them
mean?
out brilliantly, didn't
Do
she?
you know what I mean? Whereas like with me, I was never gonna see what Oyin saw because I was busy in action. Do you know what I mean?
wow, yeah. I
Whereas
get you.
Oyin like is Oyin's personality, she's able to like let the loud people be loud and do whatever, and she's observing how that's going and she's seeing like body behavior. Whereas I don't I don't really care about the behavior because I want to say what I want to say anyway. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I'm not giving. Nobody else actually is giving themselves time to be intentional to see things, you know. So she's very disciplined in that sense, and she's so put together that
Yeah.
she's just like, you know what, I don't need to be part of this. And Oyin's not shy either. Like she's not a shy. She can be reserved, but she's not shy. She's just very like, I would say, intelligent and emotionally intelligent to be like, everybody in here is doing whatever they're gonna do. I'm just gonna take a step back and see what I can see from here.
But
Do
I
you know what
would have thought her everything screamed through the edit, though.
True to edit, yes.
Her
Whereas
intelligence
in
screamed
real
through the
time,
edit.
oh yeah, in real time, I think Oyin was very overlooked, and I think what I say myself as well. I think myself and Oyin were very overlooked in the characters that were there. I don't think the characters that were in there rated us at all. I don't think they.
But you-
I don't think they thought we had much to add. Do you know, because we weren't like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that was the best thing that happened to us.
But you were like on the radar for a few, and but
Forever, it felt like.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what I really loved about I'm going to say your character because I didn't know you at the time.
Is yeah,
because you're only character to me.
Oh
right?
yeah, it is. It is a character.
When I
I
used
think.
to look at, because I was obsessed with, like, absolutely obsessed with the fucking Traitors. I loved your reaction. People tried to call you out. It was a mix of.
I was so shocked every time.
It was a mix of schoolyard emotion
Yeah.
with raw intelligence.
Thank you.
And when someone called you out, you bamboozled them. You're like, well, I just had you outside on the window case over there. You were talking about that. And I had that. And you were a cup of tea. And you put on milk tea. And they were like that. You're off me list.
And that goes and that goes back to the fact that like I wasn't taking anything serious in there.
Yeah.
So it took people aback when I like was able to string together an actual sentence because outside of there I was just chatting shit. Outside
People
around
like
here.
this podcast.
And that's what Kelley said. Kelley was like, even at the table, she was like, "Oh, it's really weird that you said that you didn't have a point and then you came out with this." She said this to me on the round table.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, you said you didn't have a point about this, you hadn't thought about it, and then you came up with this elaborate thing." And I was like, "Yeah, I just hadn't thought about it then. Like now I've thought about it and I have something to say, you know." So it's like, I think I was just a clown in there the first couple of days, like, so it was like, because I was in there for the crack. Like I was just like, "Oh yeah, this is going to be so much fun," and then turned out to be traumatic.
What made you play for it?
TV mainly, and then
Were you a fan?
I didn't know the show when I first applied.
Dare you?
But then after the application, I started watching it. And then I saw, it was during UK Traitors last year. And then I came into work and everybody was obsessed with it. And then I really loved how much people loved it. And then, it made me want to be part of it. And then I studied psychology as a minor. So
I was just about to ask you, you hardly studied psychology.
yeah, I did. So I studied in America. I did wellness and health promotion with a minor in psychology, and like social science and behavioral science, social psychology and behavioral psychology is something that I really, really love. So when I saw kind of everybody's reaction to it and how much they liked it, made me want to be a part of it. And then because you don't want to be part of something that nobody's going to watch. And then the second thing was like, the more people started like breaking down, I was kind of seeing, okay, what part would I play in that? And then knowing my personality and how much I can intimidate people, that's why I come in trying to be a clown. Because I'm like, I'm not going to come in here and start saying stuff.
Yeah.
And then they kill me.
Yeah.
Because what's the point of being here?
It worked.
Yeah.
You know? So it was like, I think that's why everybody was shocked. It was like, oh, why does she have a bunch to say now? And I'm like, I always had a bunch to say, but you guys are killing the people who are talking. Do you know what I mean? Why do I want to talk if you're killing people who are talking? Like, do you know what I mean? So I played a very social game. So I played a game that was like, you had to second guess yourself before you questioned me, kind of thing. And then
I get that.
But then the heat came a lot earlier than I thought. I was shocked.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I love the ending of the thing, the Manana Heron thing, and I just feel like that kind of brought, this sounds so absolutely Disney, right? I just feel like it kind of brought the nation closer together.
It did. It was very cute. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're getting a lot out of me today. So I thought people were gonna riot when we won.
Oi.
2 black girls and a girl from the north won and we're being labelled Manana Heron.
Yeah, but does it not show you how far we've gone? Like,
But we're not though. We're not like we're not gone far.
oh, Vanessa, we can't get into that. This will be a 6-hour podcast.
But we're not gone far. Like it's similar to, like there's a lot of like,
We're not gone far, but we have moved forward.
we've moved forward, but there's a lot of performatism that's going on. Do you know what I mean? So it's like as much as people love Manana Heron in Traitors, in real life people don't share the same kind of it's easier to watch us in
That's
Traitors
deep,
and accept
isn't
us in Traitors. But if I did anything else, it wouldn't be as easily kind
Do you
of
think you'd be
digestible.
labelled?
100%. I was labelled
As
as anything. I could be labelled. I've been labelled aggressive when I was
I suppose Manana Heron's a label as well, right?
do you know what I mean? So it's a positive label.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's easier because people saw us as characters.
Yeah.
But on a regular day, like people who probably like don't like black people are easy. It's easy to connect with us on screen because we made ourselves familiar to you. But how are you treating other people on a regular basis?
Oh, Vanessa, fuck off.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, for me, like, yeah, it was nice and all, but like, honestly, I said to Oyin, I was like, they're gonna riot. I was like, the country's gonna hate us. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just like,
I'm actually super surprised that you have that view.
People like,
Considering your journey in here, through direct provision, into the community, accepted, pushed, promoted.
but my experience is actually the exception, not the rule. And I think that's why I don't, my experience doesn't overshadow people who've had it. And do you know when I realized that I was the exception, not the rule? 2020, Black Lives Matter movement. Black and Irish, that's when Black and Irish became a platform, whatever, through people sharing their stories in Ireland, right? I realized that I hadn't experienced a lot of the negativity that a lot of other people had experienced.
You think you're lucky in that sense?
I am extremely outstandingly blessed, and that's from everything that I've shared today. Like there's no other takeaway from my life, right? But the thing is, my experience doesn't outshadow theirs. And I think the thing that really shook me is that I saw people on that platform that lived in Waterford, that went to the same school as me, that had a completely different experience. Do you know what I mean? So it's not to say that my experience doesn't exist, but it's also to hold space for the reality that this is also happening. And it goes back to what I said about like moving forward. Like, yes, we have moved forward and there's still issues. Do you know what I mean? In different places.
Where do you think we should be then?
This is probably the place where I am the least hopeful in humanity. I think that
You're upsetting me now.
and it's given me freedom to think like this, actually, because we live in capitalist, patriarchal, classist societies. They thrive on division.
Yeah. Divide and conquer.
Ireland is becoming more like
Divide and conquer.
other countries, like other wealthy countries.
Yeah.
And those countries have very massive problems socially. So it's like it's very, unless people actively change, you're gonna take up everything else that you take on with having those countries, with those other countries.
Do you think
know what I mean?
that is and this is to go, we're going fucking deep.
This is, I don't know where, if you're
This is a
listening.
fucking-
But
If
do
you're
you think
still
that
listening,
that's
thanks.
Yeah, do you think that that's a directive?
What do you mean?
Do you think that society is almost for society?
100%.
Like, that's nuts.
I don't think that, and
So
this
then-
is conspiracy stuff. I don't think that we're in control.
I fucking love a conspiracy.
I don't think we're in control
Did you ever
because nothing is new
Did you
under the
ever
sun.
read George Orwell's 1975?
Yeah. And do you know what book you should read if you like that is I think it's Speaking to the Devil or something.
Is there an
Napoleon
audio
Hill.
version? Is there an audiobook version? Gone past reading
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I think it's Napoleon Hill. I read it in 2020 and that solidified because everything is bringing us away from each other.
Yeah.
More individualistic, more selfish.
But that's why I think
those
sorry to
things
cut across
only
you,
become
But that's
negative.
why I think that moment, even if it was television,
Yeah, 100%.
boom,
100%.
is
100%.
bring us in the right direction.
But for how long?
Does it matter?
Yes. It does, because as humans,
Pop away in here, will you?
like as humans, we
I'm
want
getting
to
slaughtered.
No. As humans, we want to separate. You want to be able to like Vanessa and Oyin, but you want to also hold whatever other opinions you want. And I personally don't have a problem with that.
Oh,
Just
I
don't bring it
think
to
so.
me.
I don't think so.
I never looked at it once like that.
No.
But it may not be the reality for you, but there's proof that exists.
Yeah, no, I'm not denying that.
But there's proof that it doesn't either.
No, it's not that there's proof that it's not that it doesn't exist. They both exist.
I don't have to.
Very accurate, I'd
Do
say.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They like good and bad.
Yeah.
And that's I'm not an extremist. I hate extremism.
Yeah, me too.
I hate nothing is fully good and nothing is fully bad. Like both things exist, and you have to accept that bad things happen to be able to fix them.
Yeah.
If the bad thing doesn't happen, why are we even having this conversation?
No, that's a fair point.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't have to accept that there's bad. Like for me and my mind and my life, I only want to be fucking positive. So
Yeah.
I only want to see the good in people, the good in society, the good in humanity, while also understanding that we are driven by a corrupt, political, undemocratic system currently.
Yeah.
But I don't have to accept that. I want to look at the positive side of things.
But the person right next to you, if they decide to look at the
That's
negative,
his fucking
but no,
problem.
but that's your world and that's his world, but this is our world.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like for me, and this is what I'm saying. Like I have freedom in accepting that there are people who are racist out there. There are people who are sexist out there. In my life, completely, I would be the worst person ever if I came and told you everything that I had experienced in my life.
Yeah.
And then said, oh, do you know what? People aren't great crack.
I don't know how we've got here.
Do you know what I mean? Like, but because I've experienced the goodness that I have experienced, I can say, yes, people are good. And it's not one or the other.
But do you not think that racism was something that was created?
Yeah.
Like, I love Morgan Freeman. And I'll never forget the interview when the guy asked him about Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually says, your man, Morgan Freeman says, I don't agree with...
Black History Month.
You're putting my heritage into a month.
Black History Month is one of the most like. Do I want to say this on camera? It's one of the most backwards things, not because it exists, but the way in which it exists. Right?
Yeah.
A lot of people think that Black history started at slavery because of Black History Month.
Yeah.
It didn't. there's a whole history before colonialism. Do you know what I mean? There's a whole world before colonialism. And I agree, but it's like, once again, to make something better, you have to admit that it exists. You don't need to agree with it.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't exist, like you said, you decide that, I want to see the good and I want to see whatever.
Yeah.
If the bad doesn't exist, so what's the point?
No, there's good and evil everywhere.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, for me, I'm not going to debate whether it's better, worse, covert, over, whatever. It's like, people have real experiences that are very bad and very good.
Yeah.
So once again, my good experience in life does not overshadow anybody else's.
Yeah.
Nor do I allow their negative experience overshadow mine. But I have to hold space in empathy that people are having a completely different experience in this world than I am. And I ask why. And then I see why. And I still may not fully agree, but that is their lived experience. And by not accepting that it exists, you're diminishing their lived experience.
I'm going to pause it because I'm not getting into that rabbit hole.
And that's fine.
Because I think that could go.
And you know what? Regardless of whether you agree or not.
No.
Just in general, regardless of whether you agree or not, it's just actually about moving in kindness. Like, I have and this goes back to when you asked me, do I argue? I would always argue my point. But regardless of where we land on anything, human's a human being.
Correct.
And that's how I see it. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things that are political. There's actually a lot of hurt, and there's a lot of reasoning behind people's hate or fear in this country and globally. But regardless of what it is, because I'm sure we disagree on so many points, but regardless of what it is, I'm not going to leave here because you disagree on something and think that you're totally a terrible person.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's how do we leave that, and how, like, for me, we're not going to fix. I don't think we're going to fix most of the problems.
Well, the one common thing is there's no begrudgery between us, right?
No.
And that's what I think when that goes into the mix. And I'm going to end on this. When that goes into the mix, that's where problems happen.
Yeah.
Begrudgery.
Yeah. And
think about that now.
100%.
That's when that's put into the mix in the situation. That's where issues happen.
Because you're not going to learn anything from me, and I'm not going to learn anything from you.
100%. Vanessa, we do have quick fire questions.
Oh, class.
That is all the questions.
What time is it?
We do have quick fire questions.
Epic, man.
Brought to you by Sneaky Sessions, the Carol crew doing big things across Europe. They're running events, DJing, making tunes, the whole lot. Check them out on Instagram at Sneaky Sessions. Papa, you are up.
Okay, here we go.
Should have charged my phone during this.
First one. Morning person or night owl?
Morning person.
Simple as that. Tea or coffee?
Quick. Coffee.
Three words to describe yourself.
Oh, I guess argumentative.
Oh, really?
Argumentative, empathetic. I would say driven. Yeah.
A song you currently have on repeat?
Oh, I was listening to Dave and Thames Rain Dance. The young ones will know that is.
What is that?
Just don't worry about
What's
it.
the vibe?
It's like...
what do you mean? Include me, please.
It's like UK rap / Afrobeats.
Grime?
No, not grime, but close.
Calm
I love that you know
down,
that.
calm down.
But it's more... I don't know if you know Dave. It's just UK rap and Afrobeats.
Yeah,
listen to it after this. It was on the radio.
What's it called?
Rain Dance.
Favourite place in Ireland?
Tramore.
Gotta be that, doesn't it?
Can't say anything else.
Yeah.
What's your Dooley's order?
Oh, Dooley's, cod and chips.
Oh yeah.
And I might maybe
By the sea, you gotta get fish, don't you?
Yeah, no, maybe a haddock. No, too salty. Cod.
Like haddock.
No, it's too salty sometimes.
Bit of curry? Huh?
Yeah, definitely curry.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Top of curry.
One thing you always carry in your bag?
My phone.
Yeah.
I'd carry my phone everywhere, even if I don't have a bag.
Get a bag?
Lip gloss.
Lip gloss, yeah. Do you carry that, Podge?
Papa, will you curry up, will you?
Relax.
10 years of flip.
Don't panic. Panic is for tires. Go to comfort food.
Oh. It used to be like potatoes and like...
When you go back to see your ma, what's she put on the table?
My mum doesn't cook for me. She only cooks for my brother. Anytime I'm home, there's no food. But I don't blame her. It's because I was just really picky. It's either like African food, probably like pounded jam or some sort of soup, or it's either like pounded jam or potatoes.
Jollof, like a bit of jollof.
Yeah, but more of like a pound of jam girl.
Do you like chapati?
No, it's not.
You don't like chapati, no?
Is that not a?
Oh man, chapati is.
Is that an
What's
Indian
that?
thing?
Yeah, but it's in African food
Oh,
as well.
puff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
the little
called
like dough
chapati,
ball.
isn't it?
Yeah,
I am lost here.
unbelievable.
different continent. Sorry.
Yeah.
A TV show you could binge watch forever.
The Office.
Which version?
The US, obviously.
Oh, Vanessa, we are so alike. That is my favourite show.
I literally watch The Office probably once a year.
That's my
It's
favourite
actually
show,
probably
man.
problematic because I think I have this like disappointment thing where I'd rather just watch something that I know.
Yeah, what's your favourite character in The Office? Don't say Dwight.
Dwight. I think Dwight is really misunderstood.
Snap.
Never watched it.
If you watch, actually, do you know what? Do you know
US
what?
Office.
Never watched it. No.
If you
Brilliant,
watch The Office long enough, Jim actually becomes the problem because if you had a gym in your office,
He's a prick.
he is so disruptive. And this is me being an adult watching it now.
Yeah,
I'm like,
he's a prick.
Terrible.
Yeah.
The
Just
last
do
one I
your
watched
job or
is
quit.
Lincoln Liar is the last one I watched. Brilliant.
Oh, mad. What's that about?
A liar.
His name Lincoln?
And, yeah, he's got on his car and he's Lincoln. Yeah, it's very good. Sneakers or heels?
Sneakers.
Yeah, it had to be you, didn't
I,
it?
I, I didn't like putting that word in sneakers, but I just wanted to be
Say
kind of
runners,
modern.
maybe,
Yeah,
no?
she's in the States, man.
Trainers or anything.
What instantly puts you in a good mood?
Instantly. Music. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love a bit of music. Could be anything.
Would you listen to music at any time during the day?
Yeah, I used to get in trouble. I used to get in trouble in like before matches. I always had my headphones in, like in until we're going on the pitch.
Like who like the manager take out the fucking headphones?
Yeah,
It's nearly
because it was like it depends on yourself. Like some people run their teams as like dictatorships almost. Like they want everybody
Yeah.
to be the exact same.
It's
And
Papa
it's
style.
like no, actually the music regulates me because I'm overthinking right
Yeah,
now and
yeah.
I'm freaking out.
This brings me back down.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and it's like
As a young girl, you did that.
yeah, because I just know like the music in the dressing room wasn't a bit of me. Like it's like flipping I don't know like country or something.
Britney
Joe Dolan.
Spears.
Yeah, no, and I'm trying to listen to like rap.
Taylor
or something like
Swifties.
that, yeah. Not that I have a problem with it, I just don't want to listen to that before
It's
football.
not your genre. You don't
you
like
know?
it. Let's move on.
I know I do like it. I just not
Oh,
before.
sorry.
I need something aggressive before football. Like I'm
Oh.
trying to like I'm going out there. Do you know what I
Best
mean?
Survivor, Eye of the Tiger.
Going to war. Like yeah. So yeah,
Brilliant.
no,
Hey, Pop.
That's our questions, yeah, for today.
That's just a reminder about our website. You can catch up with all the past episodes. You're definitely going to keep up with this one because it's been an absolute fantastic episode. You can see what so you can purchase. We have merch. You can purchase this on it. We have a newsletter. We have the Fantastic Five, and we also have a gift for you, Vanessa.
Oh me.
Yeah, which can also be purchased on the
Oh
website.
class.
For you, it's free. It's a little
Love a
Hosey podcast
jersey.
jersey.
Thank you.
As I said to Natalie last week, you have to wear that on 4 social media posts a week.
No problem. Hashtag ad. This is lovely. Thank you guys so much.
You're more than welcome.
This is a class conversation. Thank you. I
good.
really enjoyed this.
Okay, it's that moment. Papa, shut up, will you? We're in the roll here. It's that time.
Rock to America.
We have Shannon in the house. COO, boss bitch, Shannon's curveball. Let's go. Who's it sponsored by, Shan? Brew.ie. You go to a place, website, say marketing, content creation. Craig is based in Carlow. Slow down. Craig is based in Carlow.
I am rushing you,
And
so it's
he has a
okay.
great pair of hands and he's very good at his job. And he's done our website. He does the Fantastic Five. Look him up online. Brew3ws.ie. Shannon, go.
Okay. So, of course, it's going to be traitor teamed tonight.
Oi.
Okay.
Spoiler alert. My joke.
This is in the middle of the episode.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Okay. If you were chosen as a traitor on the series, what strategy would you use on the first night to avoid suspicion? What would be your tactic?
Do you hear what he said about you? No, I wouldn't do
Do you
that.
know what I said about? I was like, who
Yes.
said what about me?
Yeah, that's the reaction you
Yeah.
want then. Empty vessels make the most noise.
Quiet.
Shut up. Which would be
Yeah.
extremely hard for me to do in that situation.
Yeah.
You'd be good
Yeah.
at it, though.
Traitors.
You'd be good at it.
But see,
You
the
think,
thing
Pop?
is,
You'd be
though,
you're very good at you deflect very well.
Wow.
No, you would.
Life issues.
you're a madman for deflecting.
No, you would. I think you'd be very good at it.
I think I'd stay very quiet. I think been a traitor's addict the last few months. I think the contestants pick up more on your reaction to things
Okay.
rather than what you say. So say you're having the breakfast. Do you watch the traitors, yeah?
Yeah.
Say you're having the breakfast and you know who you've killed, right? So you've killed whoever, John Doe, and he doesn't arrive. Like your reaction has to be,
Would you go over the top now, or would you go,
no, you have to flirt with it though.
okay?
So say if I'm sitting
Yeah.
with Papa having breakfast,
And
right,
Shannon's been
I
killed
pretend
off.
I pretend I'm engrossed in his croissant, right? I know it's your man, but you don't. And then you go, it's John Doe. It's who?
Oh, that was really good. Yeah, I nearly believed
Do
you.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
that was
not
very
John.
good.
It's not John. George, it couldn't be John.
Yeah.
George,
I would find it easy to do that, right?
You find it
But
easy to do that.
To do that role that he's had to do.
Yeah.
Right.
I do that, but I would yap till the cows come home.
You'd
Yeah.
But
overshare.
he'd be just quiet.
Yeah, but I think you
He'd
would
be
have.
just talking. He'd be sponge. He'd be like taking eyes in the back of his head and watching everything.
Yeah, but I think people will be fawning around you. I think with your charisma and the
They'd
way
be like,
people,
he couldn't kill
yeah, and the way people
Yeah.
love him. Like Pop would be dancing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there'd be. I can see when everyone goes back to the house. Just I'd walk in, there'd be people clapping in a circle like that. And Pop was in the middle dancing.
Break dancing.
Yeah. Don't fall off him. He's deadly. He's some buzz. You know?
Yeah.
So
So it depends on what people think themselves, isn't it? Like, I know he's
I think
he's
you'd be a
too
better
obvious.
traitor than me.
Or like he's too nice. What's he hiding? Something like it's just
Yeah.
people's mind are just crazy.
I
But for me, I
honest-
would never. I would not. I would be talking to everybody. He'd be
Everyone.
just
Quiet.
say what he has to say at the right time, and that's it.
Yeah.
I think Podge would be a better traitor of the two.
Do you?
I think so.
You would.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a
No,
bad
you're a
thing.
snaky, but no. No, I think you would be.
I don't think. I think you'd have them on a string.
But I also think you'd slip up, Papa. Papa. I
In
do.
what?
I think you'd be yapping so much you'd slip up. You'd be like, sure, I killed him off.
Yeah.
Like,
You're-
you
Did I?
would.
You want to mess?
You're-
Yeah, you would.
You're getting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What would you like to be?
Would I like to be?
Yeah.
I'd like to be faithful because I can't lay straight in the bed. But I'd be no good. See, I'd be terrible now as a traitor. I'd be getting like real anxious and nervous, and I'd
Oh,
be
you'd
like,
you'd have to tell like
yeah, tell by my
this
face.
is breaking
straight
out
away.
in spots and everything.
Would you be obvious like that?
God, I would. Yeah,
Would
I can't
you?
lie straight in the bed. No, I'd be
No,
terrible.
but you're playing a game though.
Yeah,
I
Like
do
it's
know.
not. It's not real life. It's
Yeah.
you're playing a
People-
game.
you're not actually killing them. Like
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, they
Then I
survived.
can
Leave the knife at home.
I was wondering how they survived.
I was wondering why they were at the reunion. That's so weird.
Yeah.
No, I don't know, right? Because I am a good actress too. So it's
Excuse me.
it's the best of both.
Excuse me, Oscar.
Sigourney Ribbon over there. Look.
That's just me. So I don't know. It's hard to know. I think I get too. Do you know what it is? I think I'd be good at playing the game, but I get too emotionally involved, and I'm very sensitive. So I'd be very hurt if someone tried
What
to
do you
kill
think
me.
your perfect role would be as an actress for you?
Where'd this question come
Because you
from?
told me you're an actress.
What would be the perfect role?
Don't say you're on Titanic, right? Don't be
No,
cliche.
I wasn't even going
Give
to
me
say it
something
there.
indie like.
Won't be on a plane anyway, I know that.
You're one in Pulp Fiction.
Who would I like to?
Uma Thurman.
No, she'd be.
I can see you.
I feel like I'd be like a bit of a Mary Jane, like a Spider-Man or something.
No, do I think you would be? I think you would
No,
be
you're wilder
a
than that.
killer's first victim in a horror movie.
Do you think?
Yeah. Don't get me. Your man's walking, you're a full pelt. All of us, like, you know, distance remains the same. I think you would be, yeah. I think
The
you should be in the new
first victim.
Scream film. You should be
Maybe
the
I
first
should.
victim in the new Scream film.
Exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I'll practice my scream.
Or I think you would fit in really well in like a new sitcom.
Yeah, I do well in a sitcom, I think.
Like a team of friends. Corja. Oswelga. Corja.
Oswelga, yeah. Do you agree?
Yeah. Corja.
Cards in the coffee pot.
Corja is friends, isn't it?
Yeah.
Done well there, didn't he?
Great job. Anyway, that was your traitors question.
Yeah.
That is this week's curveball coming in at a 7 out of 10. Congratulations. You stuck the topic. You're keeping it on trend.
Mm-hmm.
Fair play to you. And congratulations on your new CEO role. Congratulations with your billboards everywhere in Carlow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck me.
Wouldn't be fed up with me, would you? Seeing me everywhere.
Oh, can't escape you.
And she got a pedicure on Sunday when she wasn't watching the match, but she was watching on her phone.
Yeah.
You know that?
She got the company car she got is unbelievable.
Is it?
Yeah. You should see the company house I
Tesla.
have.
Is that what that was? That was mobile. Anyway,
on
thanks very
wheels.
much, Shan.
It's behind the
It's
car.
It's a trailer tent.
You blow it up and you live
Trailer
there.
trash. Again, folks, this episode is proudly sponsored by Carl Estimating for the construction, tendering, estimating needs. Check them out at carlestimating.ie and other social channels. Vanessa, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. You're my favourite guest.
Thank you. This has been great.
I think the
actually.
conversation's absolutely outstanding.
I've said some stuff here that I didn't even know I had thought.
Without
Yeah.
a shadow of a doubt, you're one of the most interesting people I've ever met.
Super
Oh, thank
interesting, wasn't
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was up there.
And we went to speak about the traitors, but
Yeah.
the football story was just
Football is
epic.
so much. That's why I keep telling people, like, even the
You
Derek
know.
Provision story, like, I've done so many more cool things.
That conversation within 5 hours, no problem.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, class. Well, it is a problem because I need to get home.
Yeah. No, it was brilliant.
I wish you
you
nothing
so
but
much.
success going forward, Vanessa.
Absolutely, yeah.
I
Thank you.
genuinely, can I call you Ness? No, we
Yeah, you
friends.
can call me whatever you want.
Vanessa, I genuinely wish you, because I heard that in Traitors.
If you do write a book before you're 35, the last question will just be, the last page will be a question mark. We don't know if your soccer career is over yet or not.
Yeah.
It's just a big question mark.
Pending return.
What's going to happen here?
Yeah, return.
Yeah, she's not finished yet.
Brilliant, lads. If you enjoyed that, make sure to like, follow, and share. If you didn't enjoy it, we might be better in the next one, right? We're on all the podcasts and social platforms. If you don't like it, like I said, we might be better in the next one. Yeah.
Yeah.
As always, Pop, is that my podcast?
If you listen for 3 hours and you don't like it, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. It's Carlo's podcast. It's your podcast,
Not
lads.
my
Good luck
podcast.
and God bless.
That's full time on this week's episode of the Housey Podcast, available on all podcasting platforms. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter/X. Proudly sponsored by Amplify. Got a story to tell? A voice that needs to be heard? Get in touch with us here in Amplify, Carlow Town's professional home for podcasters of all kinds. We can be found on Instagram at Amplify Podcast Studio. Amplify, power up your podcast.